Hello everybody and welcome on into the Haven. If today is a little scuff, it has been about 2 or 3 weeks since I've been able to stream whatsoever. So I'm very happy to be back. I've had a lot of job struggles and emergency trips and sickness for this whole month. So I haven't been able to squeeze it in, but today I actually have an off day in between all the chaos. So we're blasting to the new Genshin event so I don't miss it. And also Columbina polls because her banner just recently came out, so I want to get those done. I have so many polls for her. Yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. Oh no. Okay, everything's good. I'm preparing for Scuff to start really showing up because it has been a hot minute. But yeah, it is good to be back. And I have so many polls for Columbina. But since Genshin is the one game I have right now that is a little more time crunchy because of events, I'm trying to do that first. Windcraft has an event, but it's an event that comes around every year. I'm not too hard pushed about it. Let me get the game up. Yeah, once I get paychecks in, I will be spending money to finally get the last asset that I need for the 3D model, just made by somebody else, the person that I actually want to make a full model once I have enough money that I could spend that much. It's still a lot of money. It might not be 2D VTuber money, but it's still a couple thousand. So, yeah, that's gonna be a bit. Yeah, I'm very, very happy to be back. And hopefully we can get to 3D this year. And I noticed the YouTube is now at 85 subscribers. I still need to work on a video. I've been blasting through some other stuff that I need to just tie up some loose ends. But if I can hit 100 subscribers when I do the 3D debut, that'd be kind of cool lineup. And I have Deltarune, so I have that game picked. I need to set up what I'm going to do for Twitch's side of things because I've been keeping the like horror and fantasy, in which really I'm thinking Friday Night Funkin' because I just really want to play some Sonic.exe Friday Night Funkin'. They're such good songs. So let me hop us over. I just finished the like long range firing event or whatever. That was also in Fontaine. I just knocked that out real quick last night for some extra primos. So we have a lot of polls for Columbina, but that'll be end of stream. Viewer retention, ooh. But besides that, I really want to get through the event first. Yeah, not much has been able to change at all here in terms of stream. But I have a job with more money at the moment, so we're not going to the Easybreeze thing. I don't know what that is. I didn't think there was another event going on. Man, right after that? Okay. I'll do it on my own another time. It's not voiced. It doesn't matter. Now, the only things... I haven't been spoiled much for this event. Like, Sandrone's in it. Yeah, Sandrone's alive. It's... I don't care for her new outfit. But I didn't pull for her anyways. I don't plan to. Admittedly enough, I'm not very excited for any of the new Shishnai characters besides the Archon. It's just... Or maybe... What's his name? He's like a red Nervulette looking guy. I don't know if it's as simple as Roy is his name. But I don't know, I'm not... Their designs don't excite me that much. But I'm very curious to what all the Archon stuff will be for that. Oh, we got Farina and Chori here. I do need to adjust the game volume on OBS side before that. There we go. Yeah, I've still been able to kind of grind away at games, but just do dailies, go to bed. It has been a very rough month, but I've been able to keep up with at least this game. I haven't been able to keep up with Windcraft much at all. I'm at a point where I kind of need to level up so then I can use certain gears that I have and to just continue opening up new areas. So we're stuck there. Honestly thinking about giving up Toho. Like not playing it on my own, but just like that's just my own thing. Oh, now we're into it. What is that poster on the left? What is that poster on the left?
See? Told you they'd be here.
We haven't seen Chiori in an event in a while. Or at least not that I remember. Oh, and actually let me, I think I can make Genshin a tiny bit louder. There we go, just a tiny bit. Yeah, if there's any scuff, I wouldn't be too surprised. It has been 2-3 weeks, so. Once job stuff gets more settled, I do hope to be able to get back to normal streaming, but I have some loose ends because I might be attempting college next year, starting around late January, if I get in and everything, so we'll see how messy things get. But, you know, that's way in the future. We'll talk about it more when we actually get closer to winter time. But for now, we'll focus on this. So, event mode activated.
Xavier! Oh, it's Yuri and Farina too!
Hydro Archon above! If it isn't my darling camera operator and clapper loader! A very happy Fontanalia festival to you as well!
Oh, I do. I feel like I actually do kind of remember this guy. From the few, like, random camera shot events. I've been making sure to kind of do those when they pop up. Mostly because they're really quick.
I'm guessing you came back to celebrate with us? Yep. And help out too! Even though the last festival had some unexpected hiccups, making the film was still super fun.
I'm gonna think the last one, either I missed it or it wasn't this big.
Since you're all here together like this, you must be planning on entering the competition, right? Of course! A celebration of the entertainment industry. No one who's anyone would choose to sit this one out. It only happens once a year, after all.
And I mean, Farina, as much as she's now laid back, she's no longer the Archon, she still is like a pro in theater.
Fontaine Fashion Week might be more my speed, but the film festival brings in a lot of orders and boosts brand recognition, so I wasn't going to miss out either.
A few new awards have been added this year, too. Best Director, Best Costume Design, oh, and Best Camera Operation. Ooh, sounds like we've got work to do. Come on, tell us! What's Musketeer Pictures film gonna be about?
Oh, about that.
Oh no.
What's wrong, Xavier? What's with that look? Oh, man. You weren't scammed by some shady investor again, were you?
It's weird. I don't think I've played an Archon quest in a while because there just hasn't been one, so it's like everyone's voices almost doesn't sound right to me. Weird. I'm sure I'll get used to it after we get a little more into it, but I'm just like, everyone's voice doesn't feel like it matches. But it surely didn't change.
No. Even I'm not naive enough to fall for something like that again. Besides, thanks to the fine people here, Musketeer Pictures has more than enough funds to shoot without investors.
And yet problems persist.
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, we were planning to replicate our past success and shoot a film based on a popular novel. But as we were holding auditions for the female lead earlier today, a striking young mademoiselle wandered in by accident.
Wandered in by how much was this by accident?
Her disposition was simply ethereal. The look in her eyes somewhat melancholic. Oh, I wish you could have been there. The awe I felt can scarcely be put to words.
Okay, so that's definitely not Sandrone. But saying ethereal, wanna think they're somehow talking about Columbina? I know Citlali, Sandrone, Columbina, and Charlotte are definitely here. Charlotte can't be missing in a film event. I've heard the complaints about Citlali. I wanna hear, I wanna see it myself, how she is. But yeah, I don't know. From the bit I've seen about this event, it's just been about how Citlali's appeared in here. So I want to see the impression myself. Sounds like she made quite the impression.
You had to be there, friend. No matter where she stood, it was as if her surroundings, even the air itself, turned into the perfect shot.
Okay, so then what's the problem? Did I guess whoever this lady is not want to actually participate? She just happened to be perfect for it?
Guess you found your lead actress then?
No, quite the opposite. My script is entirely unworthy of her.
I'm sure it's not that bad.
I fear it is. Nevertheless, I couldn't help but approach the mademoiselle to ask about her background and what brought her to Fontaine.
What did she say?
Sadly, she said her best friend was gone. After returning to her own homeland not too long ago, she decided to visit where her friend was from to remember them better.
Okay, it's definitely Columbina because Sandrone is from Fontaine. And returning to her homeland, not to... Okay, this must be... I know there's a new area where you can actually visit the moon. I haven't done it yet on my own. I haven't progressed in the game more, so then I could save it for stream, and then haven't been able to stream. But I do know that is a thing where we can visit the moon, which I'm glad we can, because I actually did want to find a way back there, because it's very pretty. It's very cool to just be able to see the whole of Teyvat. But I haven't progressed there, so... Depending on how long all of this takes will depend on what we do. Because I want to... Sandrone's story quest, I'm quite sure she has her own. You know, that will be saved, as well as Nicole's cabin, though I'm just about at the end, and that new area. Well, to a certain extent, I'll want to explore it for those extra primos. You gotta get those extra primos.
Oh, no wonder she looked sad.
Yes, but that's when it struck me. Why not cast her as the lead in a film centered around her search for this old friend?
Huh? You're gonna rewrite the whole script? But is there even enough time? Isn't the prep work super complicated? We might not finish.
Think about the difficulties we faced with the Two Musketeers. We had to start from scratch back then, too. I'd say we're ahead of the game this time.
Guess so, but...
Don't worry, Paimon. Shiori and I have evaluated the proposal, and we support Xavier's decision.
I won't really need to start on the costumes until the cast is finalized, so it's not too much extra work for me.
Oh, fair mademoiselles. How can I ever thank you?
Well, this is going to be an interesting turn. I wonder if this is their way to reintroduce Sandrone back in. How are they going to pull it off? Curious now.
Finishing the script would be a start. You know, compared to a commercial popcorn flick, I do prefer the idea of shooting a more artistic film. One that leaves a profound and lingering impact in the hearts of the audience.
I agree. True trendsetters are the people who dare to go against the grain.
Well, leave it to Director Farina to have a vision. Honestly, though, the artistic passion of everyone at Musketeer Pictures is inspiring. Anyway, now that we've heard so much about this lead actress, Paimon's gotta know who it is!
Yeah, I knew it. It's been a while since we've seen you.
Ah! Columbina! What are you doing here?
Hello. I was just walking past when I heard you talking about me, so I came over.
Huh? You know Miss Columbina?
We know almost everybody. I don't think anybody should be surprised at this point.
Of course! Wait a second. Does this mean Columbina is the actress who inspired the whole rewrite?
Xavier's reaction seems a lot more reasonable now. Quite a few things are starting to make sense.
Yeah. Wait, so did you make the trip by yourself, Columbina?
Yes. I mentioned how I wanted to visit other nations once things settled down in Notcry, remember? So I went to the curatorium to ask Never for advice. She told me about the film festival in Fontaine, and said it might be fun to visit. I spoke to Lauma before I left too, and she thought it was a great idea to get out for a bit. It's just... I received quite different travel advice from the two of them.
Oh? How so?
Well, Lauma told me to go out and experience new things and make new friends.
What a wonderful suggestion. That's how a trip should be.
What about Nefer?
She said, don't trust anyone and don't talk to strangers.
Those seem very indicative of their personalities.
Yep, that sounds like her.
I can understand that too. It shows this Nefer cares about you a great deal, Miss Columbina.
I mean, especially after all the chaos and Nod Cry and then it's settling down, we don't, you never know who might be trying to take down a god again.
Yes, so I plan on combining their advice. All I need to do is turn strangers into friends, and then I can talk to them.
Fair enough, I guess.
Huh. That kinda makes sense. But also, not.
Hey, Chiori. Oh, look who's back. Happy Fontanalia Festival, you two.
Oh, looks like we have a superstar in our midst. How about an autograph, Big Shot?
Ha, very funny.
All settled then?
Yep, the Duke gave his blessing, and I cleared it with the Udex. During the festival, inmates with good behavior will get a chance to spend some time on the outside.
Under the stringent supervision of the Special Patrol, of course.
Risley! It's been a while. Happy Fontanalia Festival!
Yeah, I don't think I've seen him in any event at all, so it's probably been, oh, I just realized, oh no. Oh no. Why is the PNG tuber, there we go. Why did it stop working? That was weird. I don't know what that was about. Oh wait, why is it freezing? It shouldn't be freezing. We'll see if it keeps... What the hell? Oh, come on. Hey, why is it when I'm in Genshin? Do I need to... Okay, hold on. Let me fix this real quick. Yeah, we haven't seen Risley since, I meant to try and launch you in administrator mode. And we'll just hope that reopening things will, reset it enough that it's fine. Or otherwise, we'll take it out, put it back in. There we go. Let's hope that works. Fixes the issue. No, it's freezing for some reason. It's being weird. Now, I'll fix it in a minute. We'll keep going through the dialogue. Yeah, I think I haven't seen him since the Archon quest.
Does that mean Veronique and her brother will be at the festival?
During a specific window of time, sure. Doesn't hurt to give the inmates something to look forward to. A little sun'll do them some good, I think. This is a friend from your travels, I'm guessing. Thought I heard something along those lines.
Right! We should make some introductions, huh? Chevros, Risley, this is Columbina, a friend we met in Nocry.
Welcome to Fontaine, Miss Columbina. I bet the weather's been quite an adjustment.
Yeah.
Oh, she's... Aww, she's trying to make friends.
And not the good kind, I take it.
No, I quite like it. It's a lot warmer than Nodcry.
Then what was the punch for?
Oh, should I not have done that? The flowers that bloom here are so vibrant, and the people are so kind. I just wanted to become friends as fast as possible.
Ah, so that was meant as a gesture of friendship. Is that right, Miss Columbina?
Mm-hmm. Isn't that what friends do?
Right. Might have been a bit premature in this instance, though. Your friend here is quite the character.
Gia doesn't get out much. She doesn't have much experience with people. Both are true. I mean, it's probably only been... I would have no clue timeline-wise how Genshin would phrase it, but at least a year or under within the Genshin universe that Columbina's even been around people, so... Or at least anybody who isn't a Fatui Harbinger or was praising her way too much in the past that she couldn't interact with them like normal.
Good thing we said something. You weren't seriously gonna go around punching every single person in Fontaine, were you?
God, I hope not.
No, just the ones I wanted to be friends with.
That's not... what Paimon's trying to say is, maybe keep the punches to a minimum until after you're friends with someone.
If you say so.
You're quite the character, Miss Columbina.
So, are we friends?
Of course. Any friend of the Traveler is a friend of mine.
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh, we're all gonna punch him. We're trying to just make her feel comfortable.
When it comes to friends, you sure know how to pick 'em.
So Miss Columbina is the lead actress I've been hearing so much about. The whole thing about her aura is starting to make more sense.
You gonna be part of the film this time too, Shivers?
That was the plan. But now that Mr. Xavier has changed the direction, I don't think I'm in quite as many scenes. It's all for the best, though. A different crew asked me to help consult on some of their musket work.
Oh, sounds like our trusty musketeer is as popular as ever.
I'm just going where I'm needed. I'm more than willing to help with whatever this production needs as well.
Ah, well, speaking of, would you happen to know if there are scenic locations around the court of Fontaine that other crews haven't booked?
The festival's pretty popular this year, so there's not a lot left. You might just have to talk it over with the other productions and see if they'll let you squeeze in here and there.
I see.
Having trouble finding a filming location?
Yes, we made a last-minute decision to go down a different route, so the indoor locations we reserved are no longer a good fit. And it looks like all of the best outdoor spots have been taken.
You know, I might know a place. Good views, good atmosphere, and no production team has snatched it up.
I'm guessing it probably won't be close to the city, the heart of Fontaine, though.
That sounds perfect! Where is it?
You want me to reveal it just like that? Come on, let it be a surprise.
As much as that sounds riveting, I think we should divide and conquer. You go do that, and Director Farina and I will take Miss Columbina around the city to discuss lighting and styling. Is that all right with you, Miss Columbina?
Traveler?
Go ahead. You can trust these people.
Yeah, everyone here is our friend. So don't worry about a thing and just focus on enjoying your trip.
Okay.
All right, then the Traveler and I will go check out this potential filming location. It might even give me some inspiration for the new script.
I'll leave this to the Duke then. Until later, everyone. Maybe we'll run into each other on set.
Okay then. Lead the way, Risley. Paimon's not built for suspense. Let's get this show on the road.
Who said anything about roads?
Huh?
Now, where does he mean? Outdoor spot in the middle of the ocean. Okay, where is this mysterious location? Of course it's a boat.
No way! You brought the wingolette up to the surface?
It'd make quite the grand backdrop for a film, don't you think?
Paimon's more focused on the fact that this thing is supposed to be underwater, inside the fortress of Mirapede.
Oh, it is? I don't know how I unlocked this boat on my map then. Cause it was just kind of here and I didn't realize what it was.
True. And keeping up with the maintenance on a vessel this big is a lot of work. It takes a crazy amount of manpower just to keep it up and running.
Oh, Paimon kind of thought it just sat there until you needed it.
I wish it were that simple. The truth is the maintenance costs on this thing are substantial. So we decided to rent it out during the festival to earn some extra mora. Besides, the inmates are the ones who keep it in good shape. Seeing the fruits of their labor put to use is a good form of social rehabilitation for them.
Huh, you've really thought this through. What you think, Xavier? Is this a good place to shoot?
Ah, I've got it! Good messieurs and mademoiselles, I've got it!
Gonna take that as a yes.
The beginning is the hardest part, and the opening of this film has been eluding me, but now I know just how it should start.
I mean, you could definitely get some good shots over the ocean. Like, that's a prime spot for almost most angles of areas in Fontaine, as well as still the city.
Glad to hear it.
Thanks for bringing us here, Risley.
Don't thank me just yet. This isn't quite a done deal.
done deal as in someone already rented it out? You said no other production teams had snatched it up!
This person isn't affiliated with a production team. The rental fee was high enough to scare off plenty of other film crews, but she didn't blink. Made quite the generous offer, and didn't even attempt to haggle.
Oh.
Do you know what she plans to use it for? I'd like to at least have a rough idea before going in to negotiate.
I didn't ask for the details, but I did see what looked like a fishing permit and a business license on her desk. My guess is she's planning on using it for some kind of restaurant or aquarium.
A floating restaurant is sure to attract people, but an aquarium sounds cool too. The views from the ship make it a great spot for a date.
The winglet might not be under my command right now, but it's always nice to see her admired.
A film is sure to drum up some good publicity as well. I do hope we can work something out with the current captain.
Well, guess we should head over and talk things out then.
Best of luck.
Who's this gonna be? Because surely it's not like Charlotte, Citlali, or Sandrone. I highly doubt Beto's here. Who would want to do fishing in a business license?
Wow! The winglet seems even bigger up close. The rooms are so spacious.
Yeah, geez. Frickin' huge ship.
Wonder who rented it out. Hello? Anyone there?
Guess not.
Perhaps the captain had business to attend to elsewhere.
But why rent such a massive boat just to have it sit here, without even leaving so much as a note? Let's try again. Anyone there? Hello?
Seriously? Right now?
Okay, but the fishing license is what's maybe more messing me up. Why would she just rent it?
What is it gonna take to get some decent sleep around here?
Is a nap too much to ask for? Sorry, the aquarium's closed for the... Huh?
She has a very poppy animation. I did hear that, like, she has a lot of fluid animation with her stuff. And so it kind of brings hope for Shinichiniya to have super fluid animations. I do like her outfit, but I am going to end up skipping on buying this outfit. I do use Citlali quite a bit, but I don't know. Hi, welcome on in. It has been a while.
Citlali?
How would she rent a boat? I'm still so confused why she would do that.
Traveler! Paimon! Hold on.
That is really fluid compared to everything else. It matches the timing of the speech, too. I mean, hey, if they bring that into Shinichiniya, that's great.
This is just great! How am I gonna go out dressed like this? What happened to my regular clothes?
Now, does everybody else have that, or is it just a Citlali thing is my other thing? But it is really nice to see. It's definitely way more fluid and matches up with all the timing.
The wash! I put them in the wash after I drank too much and fell into the fountain. Oh, this can't be happening! Am I seriously gonna go out like this?
It probably matches up better if you had the game's original language.
Think we might have caught her at a bad time?
Oh, we definitely did. I would sit Lolly want an aquarium. I mean, I guess it gives her something to do.
Citlali!
I do really like her hair in this outfit.
I don't wanna hear it.
Hear what?
A single word about what I'm wearing. No comments, none. Is that clear?
Oh, yep. Crystal.
What's wrong with it? It looks good.
Huh? You think so?
Oh, we still have the mind flaying thing with her. I forgot.
No, wait, I told you not to say anything!
I didn't.
What was his thought? thoughts. I heard his thoughts. How could I forget about that?
I mean, it's been a while since we've seen her, so of course I forgot too.
Oh, this is so embarrassing. I seemed a little too pleased to get that compliment, didn't I?
I do like that, at least I've noticed it more in Nod Cry, that they have these little like out-of-body moments with characters. They've mostly done that with Yehoda, but I think they've done that with a few others too, and I do like these. It gives more filmness to the characters and how they like innerly act despite their what they outwardly present.
Wait, the mind reading went both ways. Does that mean the Traveler's hearing all this too?
I didn't hear a thing.
Oh, you clearly did.
Whoops.
Huh? What did we do? Paimon's not following.
Yeah, Paimon's not exactly roped in.
Nothing. It's nothing. Let's just move on. Did you need something? You're not here alone, I see.
Hello, I'm Xavier, a film director and producer from Fontaine. I meant to introduce myself sooner, I just didn't want to, interrupt.
No wonder we ran into each other in Fontaine of all places. You must also be in town for the festival then.
Yep.
That's right. We're helping Xavier with his film. In fact, we were hoping to shoot some scenes on this boat. You're the one who rented it out, right, Citlali?
Me? Rent a boat? I wish I had that kind of spare cash floating around. Not to mention the spare time.
But then why are you here?
Don't get the wrong idea, though. I'm not here to sail off into the sunset and live out some cushy retirement life, okay? I'm not that old.
Then why you dress like... how did you end up staying aboard the Winglet?
Well, I heard one of my favorite light novels was getting turned into a film, so I came to Fontaine to catch the premiere. Originally, I booked a room near the Opera Epiclese, but I'm quite particular about where I sleep these days. I think it's an age thing. And that bed? Oh, I just couldn't sleep in it. I tried to find a different hotel, but with the festival, everything was completely booked.
Yeah, not entirely surprised.
Just as I was worried I'd have to sleep under a bridge or something, I happened to spot a help wanted sign on the side of the road.
Oh, so you're here to take care of the boat?
No, I was hired to man the front desk. The pay is a bit low, but food and drinks are covered. And it includes room and board during the festival. Plus, the job is simple. So I thought I'd give it a shot.
But then who's the true captain?
Wow. They actually thought you'd be a good fit, huh?
What? You don't think I'm cut out for it? All I have to do is tell people the aquarium isn't open yet. Other than that, I'm free to do whatever I want. It's a pretty sweet gig.
That's all?
Yeah, I was also kinda shocked. But it's not a lie. Head downstairs and see for yourselves. There's nothing but empty tanks. Not a marine animal in sight.
Did your boss mention anything about being open to film crews using this space? Our production was hoping to film on the deck for a few scenes.
No. That never came up. You could just ask her.
Oh, she's around? What kind of person is she? We should know what we're heading into.
She's nice enough, I suppose. Pretty reasonable, too. Even offered for me to move to a bigger cabin if I was too cramped. Back at the Masters of the Nightwind, I'm used to being the one giving orders. But working under her doesn't feel like being bossed around. She seems to respect what I think.
Wow, she sounds like a great boss.
She did tell me she'd rather not be disturbed, though. She's been working on an important project, so I'd keep it brief.
There's like two people that I feel like this could be that I know are in this event.
Got it. Thanks for the heads up.
All right, the captain's quarters are this way. I can take... Wait. But I'm wearing... whatever. I doubt she'll care. Just follow me.
And also, if these are like her PJs, these are some really fancy PJs.
Miss Kyo-tan? These visitors were hoping to ask you about something.
So it is Sandrone. But then why does she want an aquarium? Guillotine? Guillotine? How Citlali said it.
I thought I said to limit the interruptions. Just tell them the aquarium is still...
Okay, so she has the fluid animations too. And so this is how they're introducing her. But now, I hope they explain the story of how this happens. Oh, the gears move.
Sandrone? You're here!
Oh my god. It was so shocking, Aether speaks.
Huh? You know each other?
Are you okay, Sandrone? Do you still remember us? Everyone was so upset after what happened. We all missed you so much!
I hope she wasn't planning on trying to stay hidden.
Miss Citlali, why don't you escort this gentleman to the reception area for a cup of tea? I have something to discuss with these two in private.
Ah, I see. Right this way, Mr. Xavier.
Sandrone? I really can't go anywhere without running into you two, can I?
Almost nobody can end up running away from us. We know frickin' everybody in Teyvat.
Are you okay? During the battle, your core... it was...
Destroyed by that bastard Dottore. That's right. But as you can see, I'm fine now. No major issues. Or at least, there shouldn't be. Oh, what a relief! Why didn't you tell us sooner? Or come back to see your friends?
Now that I have the chance, I just want to say... Thank you for saving me.
Huh? Don't get the wrong idea. I only saved you so we could complete that formula and defeat Dottore once and for all. Even if he did crawl back from the grave to make us all miserable again.
That doesn't matter. You're still a hero.
All right. But it wasn't just me. All I did was lend my brilliant mind to the cause and take care of one part of the plan. Although, I'm not denying it would have fallen apart without me.
It's not like the red doesn't suit her in her new outfit. I do more miss the yellow because of just a lot of the like golden accents she has. It's just, I don't like the short skirt. I really preferred the doll look on her. Also, Miss Polonia. But, I mean, the game did make a decent lore reason for why she has her new outfit. And it's not like it doesn't like look terrible. It's just, I preferred her old design. The red doesn't look too bad on her though. At least they picked a good alternate color.
You got that right. You're amazing.
And I know she's one of the newer reaction for the Stellar Conduct stuff. I am probably not gonna end up being into any of that meta at all. At this point, it's so squeezed in with how the meta works that it's not honestly worth pulling for meta. Just pull for who you like, who you feel like playing, who you like the design of. Unless you don't care about the story, you're only about the combat. And I very much enjoy the story much more than the combat. Doesn't mean I don't build my characters. I still do. I'm still building between Citlali and Chlorinde at the moment. My Chlorine's actually pretty decent. Well, her crit rate's pretty low, but her crit damage is pretty high. I'm getting there. I'm swapping between the two so I don't get too bored. I think I saw the Cincinnati trailer like a day or two when it came out. I think there was that maybe at the very end of, God, whenever I last streamed. I saw that, but I've definitely missed any of the ones in between that time, so probably like 2-3 weeks of any other trailers. But I saw the general reveal one of like, here's the characters, kind of here's the region, and the Archon using, whose power was it? It's one of the Shade's powers near Renova. And then it kind of like cutting right there. But otherwise, I probably have missed a few if they've made some follow-ups. I would watch them if I knew how long this event was going to take. I haven't looked that up.
But how did you go from from a lifeless pile of scrap to looking like this? Well, my mom was trying to put it a bit more gently, but yeah.
Yeah, the Sandrone trailer, I don't know, just all their designs, I'm not super excited for them besides the Archon. Maybe once we actually get closer to the time, things will change a little bit. I do like the fairy girl, but like I've seen with complaints online, it's just all the girls have a bunch of short outfits for being in an Arctic region while all the guys are completely covered. It is a little odd, but maybe once we get closer to it, I might be more excited about certain characters, but otherwise I'm really just like, ooh, I kind of want the Archon. Otherwise there's, I can't remember the names of them, but there's the blonde, Fae girl that I believe she's Animo. I think she's supposed to be Fae. Like, she has fairy wings, but I'm guessing she's a type of Fae. I like her look. But otherwise, I'm just like, I want the Archon. I want her. Otherwise, everybody else might have to, me getting them might have to wait till we actually get closer to the region, and then it's like, how do you play? You know, of course, I want the free 4-star. If it's the guy in the kind of wolf hood, I think he's supposed to be Electro. It's been a while since I've looked at much Genshin news, so it has been a lot of chaos in the past few weeks.
Where do I even start?
Okay, now we get the explanation. It's just who took the time to bring her back to a Fontaine Research Institute?
Curse it all! Where am I? Did we do it? How much time has passed? I'm not in one of that lunatic's experimental labs, am I?
Yeah, I still prefer this older design outfit. I love her more, like, Russian doll look. And they still have the model for it. But I didn't get them wanting to touch it up.
Wait. Fontainian decor. Books from the Research Institute. Phew. One thing at a time. Initiate self-diagnostics.
Oh, you can see the hit in her chest.
Assess the extent of the damage. Cut power to compromised, non-essential components. Then reconstruct available action modules. Severe damage to the core. Dottore, you bastard. Polonia?
Polonia! I miss this guy.
Polonia, wake up! Activate!
Oh, he got hit harder than you, girl.
You're in even worse shape than me. Internal gears and energy circuits are barely intact. Extreme damage to the core, just like me. Rebooting is off the table. Even if I could repair the damage, I don't know if...
Yeah, if you don't if the core is so damaged, it might be really hard to bring him back as he is.
You used up all your critical energy in those final moments, didn't you? To protect the core of that guy in the hat, and the numerological array. Wait, the array. Yes! The prototype is still here. But can I even run it in this state? Whatever. I have to try. I just need to confirm one thing. Activate the numerological array. Connect the computing core to my body. Just like I thought. It needs too much computing power. Cut off power supply to all functions except the thinking module. Please. I just need to ask one question. Initiate query regarding the 3 moon sisters. How many living moon goddesses are there in possession of the Trilunar Authority?
She's checking on Columbina.
1. It worked. You did it, Columbina. You made it back. But how did I survive? The self-diagnostics showed damage severe enough to shut me down for good. What triggered the reboot?
Especially because I want to think Polonia couldn't have just dragged her away. They were both damaged really bad. So someone brought both of them to there.
Huh? A built-in message? Only visible after a core reboot. The final gift. Alen! Were you the one who gave me the second chance? But why now? What activated it? What is that? A vision? Wait, no. It's a stellar linchpin?
So are stellar linchpins different than visions? Oh, that's gonna be interesting.
A stellar linchpin? What's that?
I'm so glad that I keep asking questions and then almost a line or two later they answer my question.
You can think of it as a rare kind of vision. As for what causes one to manifest, well, that's still unknown.
Maybe it's more direct from the heavenly principles or the shades instead of from an archon? Technically, in a sense? I don't know. We'll probably get more explanation on it either here or when we enter Snezhnaya, since it's going to be a whole new reaction thing, so... Which will be weird that, like, some of them have it, and it's probably a 5-star thing. It's like, why do the 5-stars all have this and not normal visions? I don't know if that's going to be the case, though. We'll have to see when we get there. That area, I hope it's huge. I hope we get to explore so much snow. Except the freezing mechanic's gonna suck.
But in Snezhnaya, or in a Fatui's research at least, it's believed to have some connection to the third descender.
Third descender... Wasn't that the Tsaritsa's husband? Lover? Which then, if that's actually who that is for the third descender, then that does make sense for it being a Snezhnaya thing only, actually, if that's the case. I really wish I had a little post-it note or document somewhere of who is which descender. Because I think there's only 4. We're one of them. I don't remember if Skirk actually counted as one. She is a descender, but I forget if she counts in that lineup. Because, I don't know, she didn't want to be called in or something. It's been a while since I've done anything with Skirk, so...
The third descender? We knew his remains were used to create the Gnosis, but this is the first we're hearing about a stellar linchpin.
Okay, no, now it would, if that... Okay, that is correct. So, that does make sense if it is just a Snezhnaya thing for the stellar linchpins. It does kind of... Not great for how the character meta is probably going to be in the future. But, oh well. I don't care about meta anymore. I just want to pull for who I like. Like, if I can get Nahida, that would be nice. I don't know when her next rerun will ever be, though. That would be tricky.
You knew about the remains? Huh, right, of course. Look who I'm talking to.
We're the lore master. We know all about everything that's going on, totally. I totally remember some of this stuff. I did remember the remains, though, because of Shna hype, so I do remember that.
Yes. The Heavenly Principles used the remains of the third descender to create the seven gnosis as a means to consolidate the Archon system. Visions result from that same system, so extrapolating from there, it's clear that the manifestation of a vision is also, to some extent, related to the third descender. Still following?
Sort of.
For those that wield them, visions serve as a means to channel elemental power. The same is true of stellar linchpins. The difference is that, when wielding elemental energy, stellar linchpin users often exhibit a unique kind of power that seems to come from beyond to that.
Maybe it's a gift for defeating a god. Or bringing back a god by trading off and killing a false god. And it's like, here you go, you get a special vision. Just for that. Which honestly, fair enough if that's a reward for that.
It's believed that, when a stellar linchpin manifests, impurities from the remains of the third descender get fixed in place. Hence, the name. That's also believed to be the source of the strange power I just mentioned.
We've heard that visions can appear when someone has a really strong wish or desire. Stellar linchpins sound kind of similar, so does that mean...
Huh? Oh, don't look at me like that. I've never had any grand wishes or aspirations. Just a list of things that drive me up the wall. So if you're asking why this thing appeared, I have no clue. All I know is that without it, the gift Elen left me, this built-in second chance, never would have triggered. The damage to my core was too severe. But thanks to the stellar linchpin's manifestation, it did trigger. And after my core rebooted, I was able to repair the damage to my body. I also managed to import the numerological array, along with some of Polonia's surviving algorithms, into this form.
Wait, does that mean Polonia is...
Yes. Unfortunately, Polonia is... beyond repair.
Oh, we're so sorry to hear that. But you also mentioned something about a final gift?
Yes. Elen often spoke to me about wishes and desires when he was alive. I suppose he thought there might come a day when I wished for something, and was willing to sacrifice my own life to fulfill it. So he left me a chance to start over.
This gift, you never knew about it?
No, never. Elen once said I was his proudest masterpiece. That might sound boastful coming from me, but it's also an undeniable fact. After Elen died, I started studying how Polonia and I worked. Polonia is essentially a computational machine, so it wasn't difficult to figure out the mechanical principles there. But when it came to my own structure, that's when Elen, the Lord Artificer's true greatness, struck me once again. I attempted to imitate it when I created Catherine, but in the end, she turned out to be nothing more than a superficial replica.
What? But his creations go. Catherine is super impressive. We were shocked when we first found out she was a puppet.
No, she's nothing compared to what Elen was able to create. Some of the mechanical principles of my own core are still a complete mystery to me. Keeping that gift hidden wasn't even a challenge for him. Just a shame I had to waste it on fighting Dottore. I just couldn't stand the thought of him coming out on top.
You gave the world a second chance. It wasn't a waste.
If you put it that way, the world owes me a whole lot then, doesn't it?
No, she's getting cocky now, huh?
Wait, but all this still doesn't explain what you're doing here.
I am glad that at least when they redesigned her, they did still keep her same sassy personality.
Risley said you rented the ship and even had some kind of fishing permit?
That's because I'm trying to go back to the place Alen and I lived when he was alive. My former home, I suppose you could say. The second chance wasn't the only part of the gift. According to the message, Alen left me a few other things that are stored in the house we shared together. I'm hoping that whatever he left me can help fix certain anomalies in my rebooted core. And help me understand why I received a stellar linchpin in the first place.
Okay, so go back then. What does that have to do with fishing?
And to think I'm talking to the saviors of Fontaine. Did you forget that the water levels have been rising for centuries? I can't just go back to the place I used to live because now it's underwater.
Oh, right.
With the rising water levels and changes in terrain, it's not just a matter of finding where it is, but also clearing away any sediment or debris.
Okay, that makes a fishing license make a lot more sense.
But Fontaine law prohibits unauthorized individuals and organizations from excavating underwater ruins. A Melazine caught me the minute I even made an attempt.
Why not apply for authorization then?
And face the endless slog of Fontainian bureaucracy. No thanks. Besides, I'm a Fatui harbinger. The diplomatic implications alone would be enough to give the gestionnaires at the Palais Mermonia a headache. A fishing permit, on the other hand, isn't difficult to obtain at all. Minimal paperwork required, and under the name Guillotin, the application was a cinch.
Guillotin. Do you gotta say it fancy? That might be... let's hope I can... Guillotin? I guess kind of like... I don't know, I might be pronouncing it, like, really fancy for this then. Because that's how she's doing it, I'm just trying to replicate it.
So you're exploiting a legal loophole?
Am I? That underwater home belongs to me. If I happen to chance upon it while doing some fishing, what's the issue with that? Of course, I do have to catch some fish to put in the aquarium, just in case the gestionnaires come to check up on things. That's also the reason I hired someone to man the front desk.
Huh? But isn't that kind of a waste? He went to all the trouble of getting a business license and rented out this giant ship. Just for show?
If you want to run an aquarium that bad, be my guest. Use the facilities however you want. I'm certainly not going to stop you. All I want is to go back home and see what other gifts Alen wanted me to inherit. Hold on. Enough about me. What are you two even doing here?
We go everywhere. Like, are you really that surprised?
Seriously? They've been in there forever. The reaction when they saw each other was strange, to say the least. You're lucky I was nice enough to leave the room and give them some space. Back in the Masters of the Nightwind, I'm the one who gets to kick people out. I just want to know what they're talking about. Should I cast a little eavesdropping spell?
Now, respect the privacy.
Oh, no, what am I thinking? I'm Granny Eastley, the great shaman of the Masters of the Nightwind. I can't do something like that. This is just ridiculous. Making me wait out here for so long? Where's their respect for their elders?
Oh, here they are.
Were you back there arguing or something? What took you so long?
Sorry, it's kinda complicated.
The two of you are already acquainted with Miss Guillotin, then?
Guillotin. So you're missing the elves. Okay.
Oh, yep. But don't worry, we got everything sorted. Sandrone agreed to let us shoot on the ship, but it has to be when she's not here.
When she's not here?
That's right.
You'll excuse me if I didn't exactly ask for this little reunion. I wasn't planning on seeing anyone. Like I said, my core is severely damaged. Even with the gift, there are anomalies that are making things unstable. I don't even know if I can continue to function without issues. So the priority is to fix these anomalies and get answers to my own questions. Then, I can see the people that need seeing.
Which, fair enough. She shouldn't delay making sure she functions right. Because otherwise, if she just breaks down in the middle of a conversation, that's gonna be harder for someone else to have to see.
Anyway, just let Sandrone know when you plan to film Xavier, and she'll, steer clear.
I do hope I'm not causing Miss Guillotin too much trouble.
No! She just wants to keep a low profile for her own, complicated reasons. She doesn't want anyone else to know she's here.
Understood. I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
Oh, and Citlali?
Huh?
Wants to talk to you.
You mean Miss Guillotin? What does she want? Oh, please don't let it be about the pajamas.
What? The 7th of the Fatui Harbingers?
Why are you telling me all this?
I asked the Traveler about you, and I've decided it's best to be open in this instance. I can understand if you would rather not work for a Harbinger. Regardless, the room on the ship is yours to keep. You're an acquaintance of the Traveler, and I plan to honor that.
Well, that's
Wait,
good.
She's actually nice?
Sassy, but nice.
It's not a problem. The captain also worked for the Fatui, and he helped Natlan a great deal. We know that there are good people among your ranks. Besides, I've been around long enough to know what it means to earn one's keep. This isn't Natlan, and I don't expect special treatment. Besides, sitting at a desk isn't exactly backbreaking work.
It's true. If this was any other, like, nation, if this was, like, someone from Inazuma, this would probably be a very different story. But Natlan and Fontaine had very lucky hands in having good harbingers in terms of Arlecchino helping the nation, as well as Capitano sacrificing himself basically for the nation. So they at least had good hands dealt to them by which Fatui they got.
I appreciate that perspective, great shaman.
Citlali. Just call me Citlali. That title makes me sound so... old.
Well, Citlali, the Traveler and I are looking for something, so we'll be heading underwater together soon. I'll leave the ship in your care while we're gone.
And also, I think Citlali and Sandrone are either the same age or Sandrone's actually older than Citlali.
Together? How often?
Not too often. We're heading out in a bit, but I'll be available if you need something.
You couldn't, go alone?
And this is where the weird jealousy part comes in. Her little attitude earlier, because like I've seen complaints online about how Citlali acts, and which yeah, it's a little odd that they picked, or at least I think it's a little odd that they picked Citlali to be the like traveler sim for the nation, especially because she's supposed to be a wise old shaman has a bit of a temper, but looks a whole lot younger than her age is, which granted, that honestly is not a nitpick of mine, because there's thousands of not thousands, there's like tons of characters in Genshin that do not look their age. Because how are you gonna make someone look 1,000 years old? Like, duh. Like, there is older people in Genshin, but a lot of these people do tend to live more than 100 years if they aren't straight up humans and do not have a vision. But it is odd to me that they picked Citlali to be the traveler sim for Natlan. And it's a little off-putting because of Citlali's role. Not like Citlali's bad. I do like Citlali as a character, it is just the interaction is odd.
I wanted to, but he was concerned about my physical well-being. So he offered to come with.
Guess my mental well-being means nothing then.
Huh?
And also, Citlali never interacted with us a ton. Like, we had one, like, a few nights in the Archon quest, but I don't know, it's weird to me. Alright, we're going underwater.
All right. Our first stop is the Barrel region. After Alain left the Fontaine Research Institute, he lived in seclusion somewhere around there.
Alright, let's go.
Huh. This place has changed a lot. Guess I really have been gone for a long time.
Oh, we can
Let's
actually
look around and see what we can learn. Oh, and don't forget to catch a few to take back. We need to keep up appearances, remember?
Oh, we can actually switch to her, so I mean, if it gives me the opportunity, I'll use her, because I don't plan to ever pull for her, so we'll have her on stream while we can. Wait, why can, oh, is this actually get, oh, we have to tap it that way. Got it, got it. Guess we're grabbing our stuff while we can for appearance sake. Oh, did force switches? That's weird.
Poisson isn't too far from here, right? It's all a bit nostalgic, I guess. Back when I lived here, all this was still above water.
Wow. I wonder what I almost want to like see a map of how big Fontaine was then if it didn't have as much water as it does have now.
All right. I have a general understanding of the terrain changes and sediment accumulation. We can stop here for now. That went smoother than expected. I appreciate the help.
No problem. You doing okay though, Sandrone? Seeing your home look nothing like you remember, that can't be easy.
I'm fine. Times change. People change. That's the one thing you can actually count on. I made peace with that a long time ago. You should head back and put them in the aquarium tanks. We finished ahead of schedule, so your crew is probably still on the ship. I'll follow in a bit.
Right. Xavier said he was gonna test out a couple of shots.
You don't want us to come with?
I'm sure. I want to take another look around on my own.
Okay then. Want us to let you know when the filming is done?
No need. Columbina relies on Kuvaki to perceive her surroundings. In Nodcry, her senses are heightened because Kuvaki is everywhere. But here, as long as she doesn't activate her abilities, her range of perception should be equivalent to an average person's line of sight. I figured that out back in Snezhnaya.
That makes sense.
That's oddly specific.
I have hiding from her down to a science. So, what? Things might be a bit different now that she's merged with the Moon Sisters, but I doubt there's been a drastic change.
She opens her eyes!
The point is, you two can head back. Don't worry about me.
Okay, if you say so. Come find us on the ship if you need anything.
What did you leave for me, Alain? Did you know I would come back? Or did you make it so I would have to?
Oh, and here's the opening for all the activities. Though I would be trying to blast through all the story first. The story is what I'm mainly here for. We'll squeeze in the events if we got some time. Trying to make the most out of this one free day off, because I don't know if I'll have any others the rest of the month. Granted, we're near the end of the month, so hopefully when August hits around, I might be able to judge my work schedule a bit better. We'll see. Let's hope. Oh, lots of people here.
We're back!
Shh! Quiet on set! They're filming over there.
Oops, sorry.
What's your take, Detective?
I love her outfit. I want it. I don't even use Charlotte, but it's so cute. It's such a good Charlotte-themed outfit.
Bullet wound to the chest. Gunpowder residue on the clothes. The victim must have been shot at close range.
You think it was someone they knew?
Yes. It's possible the suspect arranged for them to meet at this very spot.
A reasonable deduction. But you're overlooking a crucial clue.
What?
The victim's pocket watch is missing. And cut! I think we got it! Good work, everyone! Phew, finally.
God, how's Columbina gonna play into this kind of more detective-y show?
Acting was nerve-wracking for me when I first tried it too. Just loosen up, and you'll get used to it in no time.
Chevres! Charlotte!
Oh, hello there, you two.
You're filming here too? Oh, so Charlotte's crew must have been the one that asked you to help out, huh, Chevres?
Yep. They heard about a potential filming location and wanted to come check it out.
But when we got here, your crew had already beaten us to it. Luckily, Xavier and our director, Lapine Pauline, go way back. In the end, we agreed to just share each other's filming locations.
Okay, so this is for an entirely different film. Okay, that makes whole lot more sense.
Considering all the last-minute changes, that's just what Musketeer Pictures needed.
For sure! Based off the scene just now, you must be the star of the film, Charlotte!
You bet! This detective costume really suits me, don't you think?
It does, and I want it. So that I can put on Charlotte, even though I do not have a team to use her on. I don't even know if she's any good. I'm not entirely sure, because I do not remember what role she really plays on a team. I mean, actually, I could just look right now. If my keyboard could turn on. I do have a site that I usually use for this. Like all the builds and stuff. They redid it. It used to actually be a Google Sheet, and now they have a site, but the site is a bit clunky. Granted, there's like tons of data on here, and it's pretty new, so that might be kind of why. All right, what does Charlotte usually do? Oh, she's a heal support. But how good is she as a heal support? That is something I'll have to look into. I do kind of need to build my shielders and healers, which I'm trying to get done with Citlali. Like, she's at a good enough state that I don't have to grind the hell out of her. She's not there yet. She's getting there. I'm actually getting some better luck with her stuff. And I think next depends on which team I want to use. Because it's either Layla or Anyan. I think that's her name. They're both shielders. But I think they take very different artifact sets. So it will depend on what gets benefited more. I think Layla might... She's for a very particular team that I need to build Farazan up for. It's a whole little bit of a mess. So Lanyan might get it first because I think she just also needs Vivi, and I have plenty of other characters that need the Viridescent set. Anyways, back to the event. Sorry, I'd love to talk. I haven't streamed in a while, so this is like my good excuse to just ramble on. That is why I like streaming so much.
Oh, for sure. You're already right at home lurking in the shadows taking pictures of this and that. Add a notepad and you're practically method.
Thanks, Miss Chiori. I appreciate the compliment.
That didn't sound much like a compliment to Paimon.
So this is a film set? It looks like a very happy place.
This must all be quite new to you, Miss Columbina.
Yes. I watched a few films with a friend once, but she thought there was no point if I wouldn't open my eyes. So she stopped inviting me. Looks like I missed out on a lot.
Well, now you get to make up for it.
True. But being an actor seems like a tough job.
Huh? Most people would swap lives with an actor in a heartbeat. The lifestyle is so glamorous, and the pay is more than generous.
But they have to act out lives that aren't their own, with the whole world watching on in judgment. If they don't do it justice, it must feel like they're letting people down.
Man, you just hit Farina right in the damn heart. Holy, that's a shot.
That's exactly how it feels. This young lady has quite the unique perspective.
She took it well.
Well, that's true. But these actors are here because they want to be and they think it's fun. Most of them, at least.
Not to mention, the film we're shooting is based entirely on you, Miss Columbina. You just need to be true to yourself.
I don't have to pretend to be someone I'm not?
Not at all. Authenticity is what we're after. For example, this first scene opens with you on the boat, sailing to your friend's homeland. You just need to think about that moment in the story and picture how you would feel.
Oh, okay.
We're all here? Wonderful! Let's head to the deck and get shooting. Oh, and this is for you, dear Paimon, your clapperboard.
Paimon's just gonna have fun smacking it in the background.
Whoa! Is this the same one Paimon used for the Two Musketeers?
The very same. I saved it just for you.
Thanks, Xavier! Feels like being reunited with an old friend.
Did you keep my camera too?
Of course! That said, I have a different job in mind for you this time, traveler.
What is it?
Our film is focusing on a single protagonist, so conveying the subtle changes in her state of mind is of the utmost importance. In addition to the actor's own performance, another way we can convey that is through lighting.
Huh? But there's already a lighting specialist, isn't there?
Yes, but it's clear the traveler and Miss Columbina share a deep bond. You might have a better chance of understanding her frame of mind in certain scenes.
Oh, that makes sense.
So, what do you say? Willing to take on the role of lighting specialist?
Gladly.
It's settled! I leave the job of translating our leading lady's inner thoughts in your capable hands.
Ooh, it's nighttime.
All right, without any further ado, it's time for production on our film, A Homecoming, to officially begin! Turning it over to you once again, Director Farina.
All right. Positions, everyone! Camera operator, clapper loader, get set up. Let me know when lighting is good to go.
I wonder if we actually control it here or not. Might just be a setup for a
All you need to
minigame.
worry about, Miss Columbina, is hitting your mark. Other than that, just focus on immersing yourself in the emotions of the moment.
Okay.
Good. Lighting, are we ready?
Select a location for the filming equipment. I can't speak. That be better, or... Head to the camera to check. Are we really checking though?
Ready.
All right, quiet on set. 3, 2, 1, action.
This is her homeland.
Columbina.
Cut! The emotions I'm looking for were definitely there. Let's just try to keep it a bit more natural. Oh, but definitely keep that gesture at the end. I loved how real it felt. You looked genuinely moved. All right, if you're ready, let's go for another take. Miss Columbina?
That presence. It kind of felt like...
And she said she had hiding from Columbina down to a science.
Sandrone?
Should we meet again? You know at the end of this, they're definitely actually meeting. Oh, it's gonna be such a good meeting too. 2 days later, time skip. We're going right into here. If the game will do it for us, I will absolutely just let it do it. Busy with completing... What quest did it say? Oh, I'm enabling focus mode, duh. This is the quest we're doing first. I'm not doing anything else yet. Thank you, focus mode, for existing. We'll do any of the little event minigames later. Same with if Sandrone has her own separate story quest. I haven't honestly checked yet.
Ah, you're here. We should get going then. Xavier and the others should be filming soon.
How's it going? Have you managed to figure out the location of your home yet?
I've narrowed down a few potential locations. We just need to take a sample from each one. Once the equipment analyzes them, we should know the exact location and where to find the entrance.
Great! We should get started then.
All right, let's get a move on. That should do it. Let's head back. The filming should be just about done. We made good time. We might even know the location by the end of the day.
Well, that'll be quick.
You sound pretty happy about that.
Do I? I suppose I've just had enough of these anomalies I've been dealing with. The sooner I can fix them, the better. Anyway, enough chit-chat. We have work to do. Oh, but let's head in through the side door. I don't want to run into the crew on the deck.
Oh, we didn't catch any creatures this time.
All right. Now we just need to wait for the results. Since we have some time to kill, I suppose I might as well see how this aquarium of yours is coming along. You seemed quite enthusiastic about it, after all.
Oh, I wonder if one of the minigames is actually capturing stuff for the aquarium. There's probably something related to film, and I can't think of what the third minigame might be.
It's really coming together.
Is it really coming together? Oh, whoa, there's like a whole big area.
Oh, kind of impressive, actually. These must be the ones we caught the first time we went underwater.
Like it?
It's fine, I guess. Nothing special.
Come on! It sounded like you
You're that proud of it? Is this a sense of accomplishment or something? Well, yeah. And it's pretty. You know it's gonna be gone soon, though, right? What do you mean?
Well, I mean, we can't keep the ship forever. We're just renting it.
After the festival, this ship will be returned to the fortress of Meropide, and this aquarium will be no more. So? So, no matter how much work you put into this place, once the festival is over, it's all just going to disappear. But not making the most of it when we have the chance is an even bigger waste! But if you know it's all going to be gone one day, why even bother? Well,
Because you still get to keep the things you gain along the way. And those are things that can never be replaced.
Yeah!
Doesn't that make losing them even harder? Well, if you put it like that, but the happy memories we make along the way last forever. You just have to take a more glass-half-full perspective. Not to mention, everything we do here is going to be on film, so it'll still live on in some shape or form. And when you look back on it, only happy memories will come to mind.
I mean, memories in general.
Exactly! So it's about finding joy in the process itself.
Traveler, you're back already?
Oh, and she's back in her normal outfit.
What's wrong with that? You say that like it's terrible news or something.
How did you get here? I didn't see you on the deck. Oh, never mind. We need to help Miss Guillotin hide ASAP. The crew is heading over here to shoot any second.
What? They should be done by now.
There was a mishap earlier that cost them some time. I was waiting on deck so I could warn you the minute you showed up. Anyway, you should head back to the captain's cabin right away. They're gonna be here any minute now.
Finally! That's a wrap for the scenes on the deck. Wouldn't have taken half as long if the wind hadn't snapped our equipment in two.
Navia! Emily. I was about to say her name wrong. I corrected myself before that happened. But, oh god, Columbina's gonna send Sandrone, like, super fast.
Uh-oh! Too late!
Change of plans then. You'll just have to hide.
Hide? And where exactly am I supposed to do that? Oh, there's a box over there! You can get in that! Huh? You expect me to...
I mean, do you want to get a little reunion you didn't ask for?
Do I need my makeup done for the next scene too?
For the love of...
Let me see. Maybe just a quick touch-up.
Huh? Traveler and Paimon? What are you doing here? I thought...
Huh? Oh, well, it didn't take as long as we were expecting, so we came back early. What about you guys? You're still not done shooting for the day?
No. We ran into an issue that, set us back. It meant Miss Charlotte's crew wasn't able to wrap either. We both still have scenes to shoot in this aquarium.
Oh, that's not ideal. For several reasons. Let us help then. The sooner we wrap, the sooner everyone can get some rest.
Very fair. I wonder which film Navia is part of. It might be Charlotte's instead of ours.
All right. Thanks, you two. Miss Charlotte's crew can go first then. If I'm not mistaken, you still have a night shoot later.
Thanks, Director Farina!
Of course! Fellow artists should help each other out where we can.
Agreed. Well then, camera, lights, get set up. Actors, give your lines a quick once-over. Let's try to get this in one take.
Then get
All
back up to
right.
speed.
Places, everyone! And 3, 2, 1, action!
So, the story ends like this. But when Duke Saint Germanus departed, he clearly said that everything was beyond redemption.
Huh? That sounds familiar. Wait, it's from that novel I came across while researching the numerological array.
He's only a genius when it comes to mechanics, and everything else, he's just an ordinary person.
Huh? What was that noise?
Whatever, I'll just fix it in post.
Mr. Koba, please don't speak as if I were the accomplice.
Oh.
Not so hard. This box isn't sturdy enough for that.
This is why I keep saying, don't put too much trust in Clockwork Mecha. Unlike humans, machines don't have a heart.
Sandrone, make sure to shush. Do not put any lines, otherwise you will be spotted immediately.
A heart?
That's right. It's what's on the inside. It's also referred to as someone's soul, or likened to free will.
This is cool that we actually get some flashback shots outside of just a trailer. I mean, if some people don't watch the Genshin trailers or like go on like YouTube or wherever else you find them, they're not gonna know some of this stuff. Like, you can play the world quest to kind of get who Marianne, Anne is, Sandrone, Alin, but some other explanations is only in trailers. Or just the videos in general. So this is nice. It also is nice to know that they do still, like, have her old model. Man, I want the lawn dress. I like her in a lawn dress. Also, Miss Polonia.
You can think of it as a person's core, what makes them unique. In general, though, people don't believe machines are capable of having a soul.
You said my emotion module was faultless.
It is, but that's not quite the same thing.
Do you think I have one then? A heart?
I don't think so. I know so. The question is, do you recognize it within yourself?
That's where you're wrong.
Girl! Why is it thudding that hard?
I can't believe this. Forcing me to hide in a box and listen to this drivel. Me.
In the end, clocks tick through tranquil years. Fish swim in crystalline springs. No matter how grand a dream is, it will fade away like this. Forlorn, wordless, silent.
And cut. Whew, that was a long one. What did you think?
If she makes them do another take, I'm going to flip a lid. And not just the one to this box.
Oh, there were some weird audio things going on, but acting-wise, it was great. It's a keeper.
I mean, yeah, just catch right back up on schedule. Ignore the audio stuff. Fix it later.
Perfect. That means
I can get out of this box.
It's our turn.
Yeah, not so fast. Breaking the fourth wall. I love that.
Camera operator, set up for the next scene.
We even look appalled. Poor Sandrone.
In this one, our protagonist peruses an aquarium in a foreign land and gets swept up in memories of her friend. So, in terms of lighting, that's the vibe we're going for. Got
Shoot. Paimon thought there'd be a break and Sandrone could slip away. What are we gonna do now?
Guess you're just gonna have to hang in there a little bit longer.
break a leg. Yep, we're headed off to shoot our next scene.
all right.
I mean,
Quiet on set. We're about to start rolling. Ready, Miss Columbina?
at least there's now only one crew in here instead of two.
Miss Columbina?
I think she would like this.
Quick, we should roll on this.
It doesn't forage with the others, or prey upon its smaller kin. Instead, it remains where it is, cradled in the coral's quiet beauty, as though the raging cyclones above are of no consequence. And yet, she still stood before the cyclone in the end. So I think that story has it wrong. She is no different than us. She has a heart.
Oh.
Columbina.
Hmm?
Uh-oh. Is she onto us?
What is she doing? Cut!
You okay, Columbina?
Hmm? Oh, yes. I just thought...
Why don't we take a short break? It's been a long day of shooting so far. That last take was beautifully organic, though. We can use it as is. No need to go again.
Thanks, Director Farina. But I'm fine to continue.
You're sure? In that case, let's shoot some quick B-roll. Then we can move to our next outdoor scene.
We're in the clear this time.
Yeah, I'm really surprised she didn't catch on to Sandrone. But Sandrone, you were not helping yourself stay hidden.
Ugh! Absolutely suffocating.
You okay, Sandrone?
Right as rain. Come on, let's go check the test results. It's time for me to go home.
Up this way. Go to the hidden dwelling. Where is that? Oh, up here. Okay. Or out here, anyways. And way off. Which point is gonna be the best? This one. Over here where there's just a bunch of blue plants. Gonna have to like dig our way down?
All right, it should be around here. Give me some space. I'll activate the water insulating mechanism.
The what?
Hélène, much like Renee, had long predicted that the water levels in Fontaine would rise.
Yeah, if you do any of this event, any Sandrone stuff before having done the main Marianne and Doomsday line of world quests for Fontaine, I would suggest doing that. I luckily have done that before this. And I already kind of knew about it before this. So I do recognize all these names, but that world quest line, yeah, it's world quest, it's not voice, but it is very helpful and also just really interesting. It's definitely one of the more memorable world quests to come out of Fontaine, probably because it's a long line and it keeps its character amount to about like 5 or so it's not a ton to keep track of. And even if you forget a few locations, you're usually fine as long as you remember the characters.
Thanks to his expertise in mechanics, he was able to implement a few simple measures to protect our home from flooding. I told him there was no need, that I would just move when the water rose too high, but it would seem he knew a day like this would come.
Yeah, they were part of... I forget how they kind of came up with it, but like there was a whole kind of doomsday clock thing in their storyline, which was more about like the stuff with the primordial sea and the rising of seawater. But it had like a weird, I think, different timeline than the prophecy. It's hard to tell because some of the world quests you can tell in some of the dialogue that it is meant to be done somewhat between the Archon quest to make sense. So it's like, sure, yeah, we already finished the Archon quest for Fontaine, and, you know, the prophecy's all done with, but the world quest will still act like that hasn't actually been done yet. It's a little hard to pick up on. But in some of the dialogue, even stuff with Inazuma, you can tell in some of the world quest dialogue that, like, oh yeah, we may have finished all of Inazuma, but all the world quests were in place before the Vision Decree was done for. So, you know, you can still kind of tell when things are more dated. Alright, let's go down to this house and see what's really left, because it's gonna be super waterlogged.
Cleared away. Go activate the mechanism for the first sluice gate. That will fill the empty middle chamber with water. Alright, now turn on the drainage mechanism in front of the second sluice gate, and this chamber will become empty once again.
Oh, that's nice. It is like the full Marianne home. If you've done the world quest, like, you will very much recognize this area. But, like, this is the real location outside of that storybook.
So, this is where you used to live? It's beautiful! There's even a garden! Back when I lived here, it was my job to tend to the potted plants and flower beds. Still growing strong even after all this time. Who would have thought?
Yeah, especially because it's been at least probably a few hundred years. I don't know exactly the time that Sandrone ended up having to kind of leave Alon. But, like, these flowers are still miraculously, like, thriving.
If the weather was nice, I would take Alen out in his wheelchair and we would go for a walk. Before long, we started bringing Polonia along too.
Yeah, this area was probably not as caved in, so they had plenty more to walk and see.
Come to think of it, I was the only one who could get around easily back then. Polonia always got stuck at some point, and it was up to me to launch a rescue mission.
Those sound like happy memories.
Happy? I suppose they were. Uneventful, but pleasant. Repetitive, but peaceful. It was like living in a world where time didn't exist. Of course, that was all just an illusion. Death still awaits all of us at the end. Oh. All right, enough standing around. Let's head inside. Yep, this place is exactly how I left it. Nothing has changed.
Oh, right. Sandrone. I have something to give back to you.
What is it?
Your notebook.
Huh? How did you get... Oh, Arlecchino gave it to you, didn't she? And you... read the whole thing. Just so you know, a lot of that was written a long time ago. At that very desk, to be exact.
I totally read it. Totally. I definitely skimmed through that thing. I did not read a single thing.
Anyway, since you've already read it, you should just hold on to it. I can always start a new one. Well, feel free to look around. I'm going to start looking for the gift Alen mentioned. Oh, but be careful with the stuff around here. I'm not saying you can't touch anything. Just try not to choke on the dust.
We'll live. Surely. So it's a very small home, but I guess big enough just for the two of them, and, well, Polonia probably tried not to get too much in the way. A few old toys that appear to be math-related. There are some complex mathematical puzzles on the table.
Oh, I played with these when I was little.
Little as probably when she was younger, she probably still had the same size build. Not like FNAF, Partly the Robot kind of deal. But I'm guessing that colorful rainbow toy is kind of like their own abacus of sorts?
During the first few months after I was created, I mean. At first, Elena and I would play together, but it didn't take long for me to become unbeatable. So, Polonia and I played together instead.
Yeah, these don't look like Paimon's kind of games.
Logic and math puzzles? Those happen to be my specialty. It's been so long. What do you say? Should we play a few rounds?
Sure, you pick the game.
Let's go with this one. The gears on the left are stacked from largest to smallest. The goal is to move them to the other side in the fewest number of moves. Just remember, you can't stack a bigger gear on top of a smaller one.
You can only move one gear at a time. Smaller gears must stay on top. Move all the gears to the other side. Oh no. And the least amount of moves. Well, I'm definitely not doing that. Oh, you can only, move one gear at a time. I've never done one of these before. How would you... No, that's not... If this challenge and proceed with the story. I'm sorry, I don't know how to do this. And I really am just here for the story. So, apologies, I am going to just skip it and proceed with the story.
Need help? You seem stuck.
I've never done one of those kind of puzzles before.
This should go here, then this here, and done. Well, what did you think of the game?
Kinda hard.
Well, these kinds of puzzles aren't for everyone. I suppose my upbringing wasn't exactly conventional in that sense.
I'm sure if I actually wanted to give it like 5-10 minutes, I could maybe figure it out. I just didn't want to. I just want the story. That's what I'm mainly here for. That becomes one of the mini games though, you know, I'll face it down. Read manuscript. Some yellowed pieces of paper, and what looks like a letter.
Oh, these are some of Alen's drafts from his later years. Just casual doodles, really. And these are just some unimportant letters. I couldn't be bothered to sort through them before I left.
View picture. A faded old picture.
Wait, the people in this picture look kind of familiar.
Oh, this was taken when Alen and Renee were both still at the Fontaine Research Institute. Before their falling out.
I do forget what caused their falling out. But I wonder if this quest will kind of reward you with having done the world quest or not. I feel like they probably wouldn't make it that complicated, but uh-oh. It says my bitrate is dropping. Stream looks fine on my end. Just a little delayed. So, if it gets really bad, don't be afraid to let me know. But I always have my phone up in case these kind of issues happen, to actually catch it. Because I've done a stream before where I haven't caught that. A whole hour of it is barely watchable. So, thanks, Weather.
In his later years, Alen would often sit by the fireplace and stare at this picture, wearing an expression somewhere between guilt and longing.
So there's Alen, Marianne is the girl. I believe there's siblings. I believe Renee is the purple-haired one. God, I don't remember the one in the hat, but we do actually see him in the World Quest. God, I can't remember his name.
He said he sometimes regretted not helping his friend when he needed it most. Even if just to stop him.
Maybe they'll say it later, because I, for the life of me, cannot remember what that third name is. Some sort of mechanical workbench covered in all sorts of tools. Nothing a novice like me could make head or tails of.
This was Alen's workbench. Later on, of course, it became mine. It's where both Polonia and I were brought to life. Before Alen was bedbound, this is where he would teach me about mechanics. I would sit and listen, chiming in with questions here and there. Later on, when he got too sick, I took over and would work on Polonia here.
Wow! This house is filled with so many memories! It's so cozy and charming!
You should have seen it in its prime, when people actually lived here. A lit fireplace, a steaming cup of coffee. That's the real deal. You know, we also used to have a mechanical piano that Alen built.
Ooh.
Ooh! How chic!
Alen never played it much. He probably wasn't able to at that point. But I managed to teach myself. Music theory is essentially math after all. Once you learn the patterns, it's not really that difficult. I loved perusing Alen's collection of classical music. The chords and harmonies felt like individual mathematical puzzles. It was fascinating. So I did some composing as well. But as Alen continued to deteriorate, even the sound of music began to grate on his nerves. So I got rid of the piano.
Oh. I want to hear her play piano.
Aww.
I also want to play Genshin piano.
Back then, I assumed a piano was like an ordinary clothing rack. Commonplace in every home and easily replaceable. It was only after I left that I realized how hard a good piano is to find. Enough about that. Alen's gift should be just in here. The only things undisturbed before I left were a few of his personal belongings. Wait, there's a hidden compartment at the back of this box. Looks like it's locked with some kind of gear mechanism. Knowing you, Alen, I'm guessing it goes like this, then like this. Got it. Am I a genius or what? Let's see here. A box?
Well, you gonna open it?
What's inside?
It's heavier than I was expecting. Just how much stuff is in here? A letter? And a bunch of junk underneath it. None of it seems that important.
Yeah, just read it.
Wait a second. This should be it.
A cube?
It's a multi-dimensional algorithmic core. Alen would use it to store information. Only Polonia and I have access. All right, I'll start looking into the core and the letter. Feel free to go through the rest of this stuff and see if there's anything useful. Okay. Hold on. There's another picture in here. This one has writing on the back.
Aw, it's such a sweet picture. And her older outfit, too.
A snapshot of you playing among the plants shortly after you were born. You seem to like these flowers a lot. May you grow and flourish just as they do.
Huh? Wow! Look how happy you are in this picture. You've changed a lot since then, huh? What's that supposed to mean? Just that you come off kind of aggressive sometimes, or, you know, annoyed at everyone around you? Well then, people should stop being so annoying. It's not like I'm the one with the problem. Of course not.
I love the way she said that.
Oh, here's something else. Looks like a piece of paper torn out from somewhere. Today, I solved another math puzzle and made a breakthrough on a construction problem the Institute has been stuck on for years. Am I a genius or what? No, wait, that's From now on, I should have people address me as Her Highness the Clockwork Princess, unraveler of all reason.
Haha, hey, you told us to look through it for you like it was anything important.
No, nope, no more of that. I thought I tore this page out. You wrote this? Then how did it get... Wait, there's more writing at the bottom.
You seem to have developed a distaste for this particular entry, considering I found it in the trash. I'm sorry, but I could not help but hold on to it. Forgive me.
Helen! Don't be embarrassed. Everyone goes through a phase like that. Nonsense. I wasn't even the one who wrote that. It must have been Polonia.
It's okay. We get it. Your Highness.
That's enough. I told you it was Polonia. You know what? We're done with this. No more rifling around in the box. Just put it down and let me read the letter. To my little clockwork princess.
Guess it's for Polonia.
Not another word. Got that? If you're reading this,
You've most likely received the gift I left for you. I just hope you didn't stumble across all this while cleaning out my effects or something trivial like that. I once asked if there was something you wished for. Do you remember that? I wonder if time has changed your answer. Regardless, I have another gift. A formula that will allow you to come face to face with the anomaly inside of you. If you even still call her that. Why this gift? To understand that, allow me to wax poetic on the soul once again. I would ask you to stick with me until the end, but I know you will. You always have. I believe a person should be born twice over in their lifetime. First, there's the birth that grants us life. Then, the birth of the soul. It's a matter of transforming the life bestowed upon us into the life we choose for ourselves. And to do that, we must look inward. We must make a conscious choice to define the meaning of our life, instead of allowing the happenstance of our existence to pass us by. This is the process of recognizing the soul that lives within us. You are my proudest masterpiece. I told you that long ago. But to me, you have never been a creation or a machine. To me, you're just like the rest of us. You have a heart. In fact, some theories think of the human brain as nothing more than a machine, and thought the product of its computations. So you see, perhaps we're not so different after all. Your inner machinery is just far more advanced than most. No matter how one looks at it, the heart is a complex thing. a place where logic and reason collide with our emotions. Your computational capacity allowed you to become sentient and develop logical reasoning. But it also granted you something that, on the surface, might seem contradictory. Emotion. Emotions and logic often clash with each other, and those instances of discord can accumulate over time. That is the source of what you refer to as the anomalies within you. As you told me once, you've always known what you don't want. Yet you've never wished for anything in particular, similar to how a blind person can feel when a part of their body is in pain without being able to fully visualize its form. Such is your relationship with your soul. So, what I leave you now is this: a formula that will allow you to see the shape of your soul. For if you want to protect your heart, you must first be able to recognize it within yourself.
Of course. Whether you use it is entirely up to you. You are, and always have been, free to do as you wish. Regardless, whether by my formula or some other means, I trust you will know your heart one day. You always were a fast learner. And the smartest person I've ever known. Ellen.
Oh. You alright?
I'm fine.
I love this, like, relationship she has with Ellen. But also, it fleshes out her character so much more than just being sassy, the creator, like, sassy, rude, the creator of the Catherines. It definitely gives her the much more human, just having a backstory in general, even if it wasn't, like, tragic like this.
I've already figured out how this formula works. Let's get out of here and then we can use it. You made up your mind already? You're gonna do it? Why wouldn't I? Resolving the anomalies within my core is the reason I came here in the first place.
Need our help?
No. I can do this on my own. But do you want to watch?
I mean, I guess we should watch over you in case it turns bad somehow. I highly doubt it, but...
What do you mean? I already know what anomaly I need to resolve. Like Ellen said, she's an amalgamation of all the times my logic algorithms have clashed with my emotions. And by resolve, you mean that literally, or...? Yes. But if you, let us in like that, wouldn't that mean letting us see a bunch of your, you know, inner thoughts and secrets? If what Ellen said is true, then I'm about to be, born anew, or whatever. This is your chance to be lucky enough to witness it.
I'd say take the invite. It's telling us that she trusts us.
Besides, you already read my whole diary. When it comes to keeping my innermost thoughts to myself, well, I think that ship has sailed. You're really sure about this? How many times do I have to say it? I finally let you in as, friends, and you want to question it. I'm not gonna offer a second time.
Then we'd be honored. And thanks for saying that, Sandrone.
Enough with the mushy stuff. Just follow me.
Now how's she gonna use this?
All right. With the numerological array,
I can construct a simple formula that will allow you to experience what I see and hear in real time. Oh, just like Citlali's scent-sharing technique. Been there, done that. Huh, sounds like that shaman has some tricks up her sleeve. The arcane and the mathematical are both fundamental laws of this world. Being able to achieve a similar result through both isn't surprising. Anyway, let's get this show on the road. But no comments from the peanut gallery, okay? I know I offered, but I still don't want any interruptions.
That's alright, we'll zip it. You know I won't, but I mean Aether will.
Is this my heart? No, it's probably just the result of a lens formula. A space dedicated to resolving anomalies. Huh. But it looks like the walls are all... mirrors? You made it. About time. Is that me? From the past? You just spoke of anomalies. Well, here I am. What happens when emotion contradicts reason? Shall we sit down and talk?
I mean, what else are we really gonna do? Oh yeah, I've seen how funny some of the... You see how, like, she just stops while we can smoothly... Like, what is that? Come on, Genshin. It's not that hard to just put them together if you already are, like, kind of copy and pasting them. Man, it would be so cool if they, like, had just, like, they do the little hair details, but they still keep the other outfit. I like that other outfit. Ooh. I just wanted to see if it'd let me do that.
That should do it. Hello? My name is Alain Guillotin. Can you hear me?
Brings back memories, doesn't it? The time we spent here.
Here. I want you to have this.
A notebook?
You can use it to write things down.
I don't need to write things down. I have unlimited memory.
Even so, some things are more important than others, right? You can use it to write about the things that matter.
So you wish me to carry out a basic priority sorting operation?
I suppose you can think of it like that for now. But journaling is also an act of finding oneself. Much like we use wooden stakes to guide a plant to grow in a certain manner, what we choose to write down gives the soul much-needed direction. In the act of choosing what to forget and what to hold on to, we decide what kind of person we want to become.
I don't understand. Like I said earlier, I don't need something like this. This is where we were born. Where our life began. Mornings of tending to the garden. Afternoons spent cleaning, reading, or studying. Evenings of cozying up by the fire, listening to Alain share stories about his past. Alain.
What is it?
What are you drinking?
Oh, this? It's coffee. It, makes me more productive.
I want to try it.
Oh, okay. Here.
Bitter. Speaking of, why did you design me with senses? Taste, smell, touch.
Well, I'm not quite sure. It just felt like the right thing to do. I suppose I hoped you might have a life of your own one day, and that you deserve to experience all life has to offer.
Oh. Still bitter.
but the smell is nice.
That's true. I like the smell of coffee, but if I don't do it upright, it can be quite bitter. I don't always mind how bitter coffee can be. I don't really like to sugar up my coffee a ton, but it's like I want to know there's coffee in something, but still have a flavor with it. Like a flavor plus coffee is fine. Because I'll usually end up going for like stuff that has more espresso in it, which is definitely going to be bitter, but I want flavor. Except I keep messing up my own coffees enough that I stop making coffees in the morning. Besides all the stress sickness, which always just messes with my stomach first, so having coffee on top of that is a terrible idea. I haven't had coffee much lately, but I do like the smell.
I thought those peaceful days would go on forever. You know that's not possible. Maybe. But how was I supposed to know the end was just around the corner? That was just bad luck. Was it? Well, it certainly became a pattern, now didn't it? Over time, one of the habits we picked up from Hélène was a love of coffee. We even took to hosting tea parties.
So I wonder, would caffeine affect Sandrone? Like, she has senses. But would it give her any benefit, or is it more just a habit?
A machine acting like a human. Kind of laughable, right? I suppose that's just what I'm used to. Yeah, that's just what we're used to.
Hey, this place isn't half bad. Great spot for a party.
More and more people seem to be showing up to my tea parties uninvited. Anyone care to explain?
We actually get to see the tea parties.
Can you blame me? I saw Columbina leading Capitano somewhere, and I had to see what that was about.
I had simply asked Columbina where I might find Arlecchino. I have business to discuss with her, and Columbina suggested looking here.
Oh my god, we actually get to see him again and hear him talk. God, his model always looked so cool. Look at all those details, and it's not like an NPC model. It's so fully like fleshed out. Every detail is so like 3D and shining and shading, and it looks so cool.
Tartaglia and I were unaware that this was a private gathering. Apologies for the intrusion. It won't be for long.
Whatever. Just add it to the list of annoying things that have happened today. What's one more? Since you're here, you might as well stay for a cup of tea.
See? Told you she wouldn't mind.
Much obliged, Sandrone.
Well, look who we have here. Good thing I brought extra desserts. This has turned into quite the occasion.
I still never understood what that white thing that's just like spinning behind Signora is. I have no clue what that is.
Capitano, I was just about to go find you.
Pardon the intrusion. Rest assured, I won't sully your gathering with talk of work. We can have our discussion later.
Spoken like a true gentleman. A certain unmannered 11th seat could learn a thing or two.
You know, you really should start being nicer to me, Rosaline. Or I might just snatch that 8th seat right out from under you.
I'd like to see you try.
If you're gonna fight, take it outside. The only mess I plan on cleaning up is tea-related.
She's eating without a care.
I still don't understand how our quiet afternoon turned into such a crowded gathering. One by one, people just kept barging in. And then one by one, they left without a word. Yeah, pretty annoying, huh?
Oh, and then the lunar night.
Of all my days with the Fatui, the times I spent with you, Arlecchino, and Rosaline, they were my favorite. Goodbye, Sandrone.
Don't go, Columbina. We should have just said that. Why didn't we? If we had, would the story have had a different ending?
It might have given some hesitation for the timing, but I don't know. I feel like it might have resulted in the same.
She couldn't stay. There was no future for her here. She would have just faded away. You're right. I suppose that's why you call me an anomaly.
Now this is a cool shot, so now you can actually see the differences. I mean, granted, I'm, you know, at least for your guys' view, the chat and me are kind of in the way. But like, the eyes are the coolest part. I do really like the eyes. But also you can tell her blush is gone and her eyes look a little more sunken. Or at least like there's more of an undershadow to her eyes compared to more of the highlight on the upper part. Her eyelashes are more refined because she's a more full model. Her hair's about the same, but it has more of a darker tinge at the end instead of being the same color. You know, the ribbon, more fancy neck stuff. You know, they touched up her model, of course, from going to a playable character. But it is really nice to see this side by side.
Every time you make a decision, there's a voice inside your heart. My voice, asking to contradict all logic and reason. Why didn't we make her stay? Is it worse to fight for something just to lose it? Or not to have fought at all? Don't you find it unfair? One by one, we keep losing the things we care about the most. But in the end, whether I want to fight for something or cry over all we've lost, you just push it down and pretend not to hear.
Hold on a sec. Oh, and now to this moment. Poor Polonia.
And now, even Polonia, the other half of Elend's legacy, the last remaining member of our family. Even Polonia is no longer with us. I did everything I could, but it's just like Elend always said. Polonia was one of a kind. There was no replicating what he managed to create. Don't you feel like our connection to the past is fading bit by bit? Like, even the things we have left are slowly slipping away. I suppose. But you can't move through life without having to say goodbye. And even as we experience loss, there are always new things to be gained. Ever so logical. What's your take, then? It feels like the more I care about something, the faster the world takes it away. It sounds so stupid, but I can't help it. That's the hand life has dealt me time and time again. Why even fight for something that's just going to be lost in the end? Better to never have had it at all. Better if it would all just disappear. Dark, I know. But the heart wants what it wants. Maybe the stellar linchpin appeared because of me. Because of what I wish for. I don't think so. Yeah, probably not.
What an anomaly wants goes against all logic and reason after all. Well, go ahead and do what you came for. You're here to resolve the anomaly, aren't you? Yes. What's it gonna be? Keeping me imprisoned here like before? Or eliminating me entirely, like debugging a code? That might actually be a mercy. I don't care. I just don't want to experience the pain of loss ever again. Go ahead. I'm ready.
Ooh, storyboard.
Why do we keep losing everything we care about?
I know it hurts, but that's life.
I wish...
I know. I've always known. Because we've been one all along.
It's so sweet. Make me tear up a little. Just a little bit. Oh, now the cogs are moving in her eyes more fluidly.
Oh, Sandrone!
They could have been doing that before, I just only really noticed it now.
I'm fine. It's okay to cry, you know. Cry? You've gotta be kidding me. Save the comforting for someone who needs it, Paimon.
Just now, that was...
the emotional side of my core algorithm. My emotion module has always been fully developed and operational. Elen tried to tell me that too. I've just chosen to ignore her voice all this time.
Because of a fear of loss?
I suppose. Huh. Come to think of it, it's kind of like the aquarium on the ship. The aquarium? The old me took one look at it and saw something I would inevitably lose. So I stopped putting in the effort. Then, one by one, the fish all swam away, and the place became even more bleak and depressing. Pretty pathetic, right?
Don't say that. A lot of people would feel the same. It just shows how much you care about what you have.
What about now?
Now? After seeing what you've done with the aquarium, I have to admit. I think it's beautiful. It's, like you said, we get to keep the things we gain along the way. And those are things that can never be replaced. Because we choose to hold them in our hearts.
Well said!
Besides, I've already died once. I'd be stupid not to make the most of this second chance.
About your wish.
Right! Earlier you, or your inner self, mentioned something about her wish. What was it?
You think that's something you can just ask and I'll tell you? Think again.
Hey, welcome on in. I'm doing pretty well today because I finally got a chance to stream this month. I'm surprised. Most months I end up hamming away at it, but this month just had so much chaos I couldn't do it till now. How you doing? I hope you've been well. I think we're 2 out of 3 parts through Sandrone's story. It's usually 3 parts for these kind of things.
I may have accepted my emotional self, but I'm not about to go all soft and mushy on the inside and pour my heart out.
Yep, still the same old Sandrone.
That said, taking a step in the right direction couldn't hurt. Starting with cleaning some old aquarium tanks of my own. Huh? Metaphorically speaking, I mean. Come on, let's head back to the ship. I need to talk to that shaman.
Oh, and I guess if we're done, we can actually meet. Sandrone and Columbina can actually meet. Let me see how many more parts there is. Gotta be Venture Affairs, right? Nope, nope, wrong thing. Alright, so Fontaine film. Okay, yeah, it is 3 parts. I love the banner art for this. I would have done this as the thumbnail, but I couldn't find like an actual good picture. That wouldn't just get super pixelated, so... Sadly, I will probably fix the thumbnail business after stream. Just slap something on.
Huh? Resentful lost souls?
You couldn't get comfortable sleeping near the Opera Epicles, right? Well, I bet that's why. The Fountain of Lucine is where all the water in Fontaine gathers. So that's where the emotions within the water converge as well.
Hold on. If it's souls we're dealing with, feeling uncomfortable should have been just the beginning. I should have been able to hear their voices or something.
Well, maybe if it's in a different nation, it's harder to hear. But also, she really ditched that PJ outfit fast. I feel like these darker tones suit her just a bit better. The other isn't bad. I think it's just because I'm more used to this outfit.
And under normal circumstances, I'm sure someone of your talents would have. The problem is, these souls are no longer complete.
Remind me how they ended up like that again? You mentioned something about them being split apart?
Yes, it's called soul severing. Renee of the Nartsitzenkreuz Ordo came up with it.
Oh yeah, I did play that part of the quest.
After learning of Fontaine's impending doom, Renee thought if he could find a means for the soul to live on in perpetuity, it might ensure the world's salvation. Soul severing was the first step of his research. Unfortunately, his theory of the 4 orthants was imperfect at the time, and a failure along the way caused his physical form to dissipate. Jakob, another member of the Nartsitzenkreuz Ordo, sought to carry on Renee's legacy and restore his physical form. He even used some of the people who stood in his way as test subjects for his research.
That's the name that I was missing in the lineup on the picture. So it's Aline, Marianne, Jacob, and Renee.
By severing their souls?
Yes. After Renee successfully awakened, the two continued their research, and all the severed souls ended up merging into Renee's consciousness. After you saved Fontaine by turning Fontainians into true humans, these souls returned to the ley lines. But the souls severed before Renee awakened had nowhere to go, doomed to forever wander the waters of Fontaine as listless spirits.
Man, that sucks.
Almost as if they exist outside the bounds of this world. Unrecognized by the ley lines or fate. No wonder I couldn't sense them.
Breaking free from fate was also one of Renee's goals back then.
Not only that, but over time, they began to fuse with other entities. Their inner resentment lured in all sorts of evil beings, which corrupted and defiled them into nothing more than accumulations of filth. But the full transformation must have been recent. Otherwise, the Udex surely would have noticed. Wait, no, he must know already. That would explain the underwater melazine patrols. No wonder I kept running into officers from the Marechaussee Phantom earlier. In that case, let's go find Nervalette and we can sort it out together. No, not just yet. Why not? For one, the diplomatic castle alone would be a nightmare. Even though I haven't reported back to Snezhnaya yet, I'm not planning to leave the Fatui anytime soon. Besides, with me here, success is a done deal. Involving other people would just complicate things. All I need is for Miss Citlali to help pinpoint the location of this monstrosity. Think you can do it?
With my eyes closed. This is what I do. I'm a lot better at it than manning a desk, at least. But, how exactly do you plan on resolving this soul stuff? Even to me, there's no obvious answer. Seems pretty complicated, all things considered.
Just trust me. I have the perfect solution. Oh, all right. If you're that confident, we'll follow your lead.
Yeah?
Why the sudden interest in helping Fontaine with this, Sandrone? You never knew Renee and the others, right? No, I didn't. And you're right. This problem has nothing to do with me. I wouldn't get within 10 feet of the Nartsitzenkreuz Ordo or its members. But in his later years, Elen told me he regretted not helping his best friend when he needed it the most.
So I guess she's kind of fulfilling a last wish of sorts.
He also felt sorry towards Marianne for being too lost in his mechanical research to look after her properly. If he were still with us, I think he'd do the same. He might have a few choice words to say about it, but even after everything, he wouldn't leave his friend's mess for someone else to clean up. Friends shouldn't hold grudges or leave behind regrets. Fixing what happened between him and Renee was one of his greatest wishes. All I'm doing is fulfilling it in his stead. You know, you really do seem a little different now. You mean everything that just happened wasn't for nothing? Why, thank you for pointing out the obvious, Paimon.
Giving those aquarium tanks a good cleaning, huh?
Just washing off the grime of the past. Turns out, a lot can build up after being ignored for so long.
What's this about aquarium tanks all of a sudden? They go off on some grand adventure and what? Now they have their own private code? Stupid.
It's called inside references.
All right then, Citlali. Tracking this thing down is up to you.
Huh? Oh, right. No problem.
You've got this, Granny Eatsley!
You've got this, Granny Eatsley. She's gonna totally appreciate being called that.
You. Come with me to Hotel de Boer for a drink. Right now.
Oh, why?
Why? Because I said so. Miss Guillotin, I'll report back on the location tomorrow morning. Just need a drink or two first to bolster me up.
Well, don't let me keep you.
All right, you. Time to go. I've got scores that need settling.
I like the more fluid animation. I don't get why they had to make Citlali like this. Especially with Sandrone, who could not care less about us.
Huh?
Like, see? She's confused. I don't know why they had to make Citlali like that. Her being, like, impatient about stuff makes sense. But it's just, you know, you didn't have to make her jealous for having inside references. Oh, the Traveler knows other people. Ooh. Like, come on. Come on. The animations are nice, especially because it's not just Citlali and Sandrone. They're actually giving it to Traveler a bit too. So, there's hope in the future for super fluid.
Wonder if Citlali was able to pinpoint the location.
Oh, go right on deck. Okay.
Well, we should know soon. Let's just hope it all works out.
Sorry for cutting you off, Paimon, but we gotta push through.
Citlali sure drank a lot last night, huh? Wonder if she's even awake.
She better be.
Good morning.
Columbina! Oh, you sure know how to make an entrance. What are you doing here?
We just finished filming a last-minute scene, so I came up to get some fresh air. The others are still down below discussing what the final scene should be.
You mean, how it should end?
Yes. They're torn between whether the heroine should reunite with her old friend or not.
Ah, because the whole point is that she came to her friend's homeland to search for her, right?
Yes. Director Farina and Miss Chiori think a tragic ending where the two never meet would be more poignant. But Director Xavier thinks having the two reunite would make for a more touching and heartwarming ending.
What do you think?
Me? I'm not sure. On a personal level, of course I want to see her again. Of course I want to experience that moment where we reunite. Even if it's just for the cameras. But that means an actor would have to take her place. And that makes me feel...
Oh.
Don't stress about that for now.
Huh?
Yeah, don't look so worried. Making a film is supposed to be fun. Besides, it's all gonna work out. You can trust Paimon on that.
Work out? How?
Well, you know.
It'll all get tied up in a nice little bow. You'll see.
Yep, exactly.
Okay. I trust you. I'll just focus on having fun for now.
Well, well, look who we have here. Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, the lighting specialist and clapper loader that never were.
Yeah. We kinda went AWOL, didn't we? Sorry about that.
Seriously, don't worry about it. Everything's going smoothly on our end, so just do what you need to do.
Thanks for understanding. We'll definitely make it up to you.
You seem to be in better spirits now, Miss Columbina. I apologize if our earlier discussion put you on the spot.
It's okay. I'm fine now. The Traveler and Paimon talked me through it.
So, what are your thoughts on the ending then? Should we have them reunite or not?
We should tie everything up in bows.
Huh?
Oh, here's the start. I wasn't expecting that. So when Sandrone coming through the door? Because, you know, if they want the reunite, they gotta film it where it's super genuine.
Citlali! We're here!
Oh, right on time.
Well, yeah. We weren't the ones who drank our weight in alcohol yesterday.
What? Are you suggesting Granny can't handle her liquor? It takes a lot more than that to get me drunk.
Really? 'Cause, you stopped making sense after a while.
Did I? Huh. News to me. I didn't say anything too crazy, I hope.
Let's see. You spent half an hour bad-mouthing Auroron, half an hour complaining about work, an hour talking about light novels, and, Paimon kind of fell asleep after that.
Damn. 2 hours of just non-stop babbling from drunkenness.
Are they gone? Oh, the crew? Yeah, we bumped into them on the deck, but they just left. Wait, but now that everything with your core is sorted out, what's stopping you from seeing Columbina? She misses you a lot.
I just want to deal with this mess first. Besides, this is a perfect chance to make her jump for once. I have to plan it out more. But enough about that. Were you able to pinpoint the location of our target?
Of course! When Granny Eatsley promises something, she delivers.
Great, let's see. The Morte region. Wait, this is the Tower of Gestalt. The place the souls were severed. Is that the source of the resentment? Or is it the Narcissism Kreutz Ordo in general?
Let me come with. This thing's movement isn't fixed. If it's not at this location when we get there, I can use a ritual to summon it.
You've already gone to more than enough trouble.
I don't mind. These old bones have nothing better to do anyway. Summoning a spirit isn't going to do me in.
Oh, I don't like to sound old. Oh, don't call me that because it makes me sound so old. And then she goes and says, these old bones have nothing better to do anyways. Girl, make up your mind.
Besides, if I don't go, they'll just have more inside jokes I can't join in on.
All right, then. I appreciate it. Ha! There's no time to lose. Let's head out!
Are we getting teleported there? Hell yeah! And luckily, I already did all this world quest. I wonder if it would stop you if you didn't. Also, why am I now Electro Traveler? I was Animo, and now I'm Electro. That is weird. Anyways, we're gonna switch to Sandrone because she's the main focus here. Oh, wait, it's probably the new reaction stuff.
No sign of it so far.
Should I start the summoning ritual?
Let's drain the water from this floor of the tower first. It'll make it easier to move around. Wait, we can do that? Of course. Alan and Renee both saw the future that awaited Fontaine and even shared a few methods for waterproofing buildings. The principle behind it is... not important. Just unlock the mechanisms in the order I tell you.
Okay. Ooh, we need a thing. There you are. Here you. There we go. Oh wait, I probably could have just latched that, huh? There we go.
Ready?
Yeah. When this thing appears, I'll try talking to the souls inside. But more than likely, they've already been driven to madness. If communication fails, we'll have a battle on our hands.
Which we're definitely having a battle on our hands.
In that case, Paimon better find a hiding spot.
If a fight does break out, I should be the one to deliver the final blow. Trust me on that.
Understood. All right, I need quiet. Wandering spirits, drifting along the tides. Hear me now. Broken souls, silenced, torn apart, and forsaken. Follow the traces of the past, and return to us. Let resentment recognize resentment. Let vile entities be drawn together. And in this place, take form once more.
What now? Is that it?
Give it a moment.
This is exactly why I deal in math, not magic. How are we supposed to know what stage the spell is at? It's like there's no logic to speak of. Mechanical science is so much easier to...
Watch out!
Oh, and they take the form of the... God, I'm not gonna pronounce it right. The Narcissus Ordo. And I just realized my PNG tuber's like lagging a little bit. I gotta close it. Ooh, what in the hell? Lagging. There isn't any more support for this PNG tuber, which is why I'm pretty eager. Like, and another reason to add on to I want to move to my 3D this year. Because this program is no longer getting active support. So if anything's like slightly outdated or anything, I can't do a thing about it. But that is why once I get some paychecks like next week or the week after that, I'll be buying the last asset that I need. I still need to fully design it out to make sure, because It's a skeb-like thing, so, you know, I won't get any updates, so I gotta try and design it so there isn't... I want to make sure it gets done right. It just won't be in my hands. So I do apologize that this thing, at least on my side, is chugging a bit. I'll keep an eye on my phone for if it really is chugging like that for you guys.
Hey, you! Or whoever's inside of you. I need you to listen to me. I'm a descendant of Fontaine's Lord Artificer, Elen Guillotin. I can make you whole again and return you to the ley lines. You just need to work with me here. Sandrone! Looks like talking this out is off the table. All right, plan B. Time to blow off some steam.
And try her out some more.
You're cursing out the wrong person! I didn't even know them!
Oh, it's like overclocked.
To return to the ley lines and reunite with your family! Just work with me here!
Oh. We killed it very fast.
I told you I'm not like them. I'm stronger. Inverted. World formula. Reversion.
That's a lot of people.
Be at peace among the tides. Lost souls. Is it over? Yep, told you it'd be a piece of cake.
How did you do that back there?
That creature was nothing special. Add a bunch of souls with nowhere to go, a touch of malicious energy, a few impurities, and a whole lot of resentment. And that's what you get. All I did was separate the original souls from the rest of the filth, allowing them to be accepted by the current rules of the world. The principle behind the world formula is divergence. Starting from a point of origin, it deconstructs and reconstructs the possibilities of the world to find certain answers. So, it would follow that reverse calculating the world formula allows us to achieve convergence and restoration instead. Using a numerological array, I was able to do just that. It's similar to the concept of homological reduction in mathematics. I reduced them to the basic fundamental essence of their being without changing their underlying nature. That meant... never mind. Judging by all the blank stares, I'm guessing you don't actually care.
It's not that we don't care, it's that it's a lot of fancy words at once.
I think I finally understand how Outlanders feel when I ramble on about shaman stuff.
Point is, it was super impressive! You really are amazing, Sandrone! You're just realizing that now?
I'd expect nothing less from an unraveler of all reason.
Ahem. Enough about that. We should get going. I'll go reset the mechanisms inside the tower. See you back on land. Well, that's one old mess for the books. Glad to have that over and done with. Feels nice to do a good deed every once in a while. You helped everyone out a bunch in Not Cry, too. Kinda seems like you're just a good person at heart.
I wouldn't be so sure. I'll be heading back to the Fatui soon enough. You two are too trusting sometimes.
Well, at the very least, we know we can trust you.
Fine. Just don't say I didn't warn you when it comes back to bite you.
Well, yeah, I guess it depends on how much she's going to decide. If, like, the Tsaritsa orders them to, like, attack the Traveler when we step into Snezhnaya. Or, she probably won't actually do that. But if she did something like that, it'll be up to where her loyalties will lie. And probably whose loyalty she's going to follow if, like, Arlecchino follows his Tsaritsa or defends us and all that kind of jazz. What's gonna go on there, you know?
Well, where to next? Back to the ship?
Because at least half of the Fatui left know us and like us. The other half are like, we gotta take you out. We've never really met you.
Yeah, your personal business, the Narcitsan thing, it's all resolved. That means you can see the people that need seeing now, right, Sandrone? Oh, everyone's gonna be so happy you're back!
You wouldn't catch me dead admitting to this before, but... yeah, I really have missed everyone. Columbina's a special case, though. This time, I'm definitely getting her back for all her annoying antics over the years.
Still don't really know who number 10 is. Yeah, I really do hope they actually tackle that once we're in Snezhnaya. And God, I hope I have time to be able to stream. I don't know how, like, how busy this new job's gonna keep me. It's only been this bad this month because of just emergency trips, sickness, and then switching jobs that are overlapping each other. So it's just, this is the one free day I had. I've been very busy, and it sucks. But I'm really hoping my new job will listen to my preference on, hey, can I work, like, more morning shifts so I can, like, stream at night? So YouTube might end up having to get some later streams, but we'll see how that works out, because I don't know how much they'll truly listen, depending on, like, because it's not just me. There's, like, tons of other people on the staff. So they got to work around a ton of schedules. We'll see how it goes. I definitely want something more daytime to get my nights, because then otherwise I can just stream at night. I just might not be able to do double streams. We'll have to see how it all goes down. Just hopefully once it hits August, it's fixed. And then we can tackle Snezhnaya properly. But I do hope they cover who the 10th is and a bunch of other slight loose ends that they have. I can't honestly think of what some of those are. But, you know, we're getting closer to the point where they should start tying up at least a few things.
She'll sense me coming from a mile off. How am I gonna...
Sandrone? Is it really you? You're back? You didn't tell me. You avoided me. Why?
Oh!
Sandrone.
Now we're even.
I missed you so much.
That makes one of us, idiot. I'm here, Columbina.
That's such a good reunion. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect the moon. Also, really cool trilunar moon. I just noticed that detail. That's great design.
Sandrone.
Don't ruin the moment.
Or I'll start thinking about how you teleported me to a random location after I explicitly told you to stop doing that.
And scene! Bravo! Bravo! We got it! This is exactly the ending I was hoping for.
Yep, oops.
Huh? Where did you just go, Miss Columbina? You vanished, and then the next second you were back hugging this, new friend here.
That was all on camera?
Yeah. Well, the camera was already rolling, and it happened so fast, so...
Hold on. This must be...
Yep, my best friend. The one I was looking for. I never thought I'd actually get to see her again. I'm just... so happy. Plus, the film got a happy ending too. It's all thanks to you, Sandrone. Sandrone?
You couldn't stop being annoying for 1 second! Columbina!
Aw, they're back together again. They're doing a bunch of new stuff for the animations. Very excited to see how Cincinnati is going to turn out then if they're going to start setting this standard. Oh, we can't read any of this. Or at least I can't. Oh, they actually premiered it. Ooh, nice posters.
As expected, going to the opera house is the true way to enjoy a film.
You get to see the audience's reaction in real time, too. The ending seemed to be received quite well.
I can't believe you let us include that in the final cut, Sandrone!
You even agreed to help us reshoot a couple of shots. Thanks a million.
Most of it was caught on camera already, so it's not like I had much of a choice. Besides, the film I'm in is going to be anything less than perfect. What are you laughing at?
Nothing. It was just interesting to see us on screen together. I'm glad this moment is going to be preserved forever.
Just a pity we didn't take home the Farina Award this time around.
Well, artistic films can rarely compete with commercial ones. You should have prepared yourself for this the minute you changed the script.
True.
Oh, did I hear someone mention the Farina Award?
Come on, don't gloat.
I won't. Our crew winning the Farina Award was a team effort after all. Costume design, script adaptation. Ooh, and the practical effects were so realistic. The flames and explosions even made me jump while we were filming.
A lot of the effects were based on actual items the Special Patrol confiscated from criminals. Who knew they'd serve another purpose, right?
I mean, I guess they get used one way and not stolen back by said criminals.
But it turned out amazing! Really brought the thrilling scenes from the novel to life. Fontaine's film industry is seriously impressive.
Which film did you vote for, Citlali?
Isn't it obvious? Great Detective Hurlock, of course! That's the whole reason I'm here! You all should be proud, though. A lot of critics are saying really good things about your film, too. Longing and loss, searching for something even after it's gone. It's a film that makes you think about life, and how important it is to explore those themes.
Well, that is what the art of storytelling is for.
Watching a film with friends is so much fun! There's so much to talk about!
Ooh, let's throw a celebration later, then! We're all old friends. Oh, we could find a place and chat to our heart's content.
How about the Winglet?
That's perfect! Friends and family are more than welcome too. So if you want to bring people, don't be shy.
You all can head over first and make yourselves at home. I'll bring over some refreshments in a bit. I just have one more stop to make first.
Can I come?
Us too?
Fine. Not like you'd listen if I tried to stop you.
Fair enough. Just how happy Columbina is. She's so giddy. She finally got to reunite. Where does she wish to head? Oh, all the way over to here. And I've been in this area in a hot minute. Higher. Oh, up? Did I teleport to the room? Does she want in the sea part of it first? I guess so, so I guess we'll go here. I'm already over there. Almost there. I'm wondering if she's still gonna end up sending us down there anyways. Now it says higher. Where do you want us? I don't see you. Do you want us in this cave? I'm going over here. Okay, there we go. Now it shows us. I was expecting to at least see one of them or something to that effect. Oh. Did this area exist prior?
Wait, is this? Yes. Here lies Lord Artificer, Elaine Guillotin. This is his grave. Oh. I'm sorry, Ellen. I'm sorry this is the first time I've been back since leaving Fontaine. I should have come to see you more often. I got your gift. I even cleaned up one of the Narcitzenkreuz Ordo's messes along the way. Our home is just as quiet and warm as it always was. The flowers in the garden are still thriving. I'll make sure to tend to them more often from now on. Polonia received irreparable damage in battle. I should have taken better care of your invention. I'm sorry. Polonia was family to me. Just like you. You always said I was a fast learner. But I'm not so sure. It took me far too long to learn the things that truly matter. I never said this to you back then, but... Thank you for creating me. For giving me the chance to experience life. Being your family meant everything to me. Absolutely everything.
Can I say a few words as well, Sandrone?
Don't need my permission.
Hello, Mr. Guillotin. I'm Sandrone's friend. You don't need to worry. Sandrone is doing great. Not only is she a brilliant scholar, she's made a whole bunch of friends, too. And she takes great care of them.
As if...
She'll never admit it. But she's always there when her friends need it the most. I wouldn't even be here without her. So, if she ever needs help, her friends will be there in a heartbeat. Including me. That's what best friends are for.
These guys are making me tear up again.
Columbina.
What else? Oh, she likes drinking bitter coffee, listening to piano music when she can't sleep. Turns out she even likes giving hugs.
No, wait! Don't tell him all that!
Huh? I don't understand. I didn't think you'd want to hide things from him.
Well, yeah. But there are still things I don't want to say.
Okay. I'll come by myself and tell him for you then.
That's not what I meant. All right. Enough with the speeches. If no one has anything else to add, let's just leave it there.
Should we say a few words too? Kinda seems like Columbina said it all.
Let's leave a flower.
Oh, great Goodbye, Ellen.
And we go back to the ship. I love how they roped in that whole storyline for her. That storyline was also such a good world quest. It's so memorable. At least for me. Like, I try to read them all I can and remember what I can, but that one really sticks.
You made it! The party's already started. Oh, but, you didn't bring anyone else along? I thought you headed out to invite some friends.
We did invite a friend, actually. She'll be here soon. She's even bringing some desserts to have over tea. You should join us later, Miss Farina.
Oh my god, are they bringing Arlecchino? God, and they're gonna do that to Farina. Jesus. What a move. I mean, I guess she doesn't know their history, but maybe she does actually. Wow, that's a move.
I do love a tea party. Then don't mind if I do.
And actually, if it's Arlecchino, is Hoyo really trying to play into the fan service of the shipping world? I wouldn't doubt it. That'd be kind of funny. And so they have Escoffier here, they have Linny, Lynette, and Fremine, and then they also have Nervulette. Which is funny because Columbina has a line about not wanting to meet Nervulette because of he's like a dragon who puts people into prison, and that's what happened with the Moon Sisters. I think she ends up calling him a crybaby though, which is funny. If that line's correct.
This seems like a fun occasion. Let's go talk with everyone.
Good idea! We'll introduce you to all our old friends!
Granny Eatsley, you're really not going to let us borrow these cute little stuffed toys for our magic show?
Oh, and I just realized, so Sijuin and Risley are hiding in the corner too. I have not been able to find time to build Sijuin yet. I will when I can, but I just finished getting all of Clarin's stuff. I actually still need to finish her weapon. Her weapon's at 80 instead of level 90. But her artifacts are getting better. And I need to do some talent work at some point.
First of all, Citlali and Eats Papa are Chi-Chi meal. They have inauspicious stars sealed within them, and they're my helpers, not toys.
But the Grin Malkin Cat and Boggle Cat box are Linny and Lynette's helpers. And they still make good partners on stage.
Agreed. We've never had a Chi-Chi meal pop out of our hats before. It would be quite the surprise. I think the audience would love it.
If this was the Masters of the Night Wind, these kids wouldn't have even had the guts to say my name, let alone pester me like this. I'm terrible at dealing with requests like this. Oh, Traveler, quick, save me!
Looks like Granny Eatsley's made some new friends.
You think you're so funny.
Lady Sandrone. Lady Columbina.
Oh yeah, I guess they would know these guys just because of Arlecchino's Fatui connection. They've probably come around since they want Linny to take the place of Arlecchino eventually.
Hello.
Don't look at me like that. I don't have any mechanisms for you to break.
Don't be fooled by my sister's demeanor, Lady Sandrone. She's just as delighted as the rest of us to have you back.
Well, I suppose when I'm not so busy, I could find some time when Arlecchino is around and bring over a few gifts to the House of the Hearth.
You're too kind, Lady Sandrone. I'm sure just your visit alone would make Father more than happy.
I just need to borrow them for a bit. I'll pull them out of my hat, give them a quick hug, then give them straight back.
When did hugging become a part of it?
Oh! I could lend you Pear, so you have something to hug in the meantime. He gives really good hugs.
I don't need something to hug in the meantime. The issue was never the hugs.
How about this? You can have 2 VIP tickets right next to each other. Excellent view.
Right next to each other?
Yep, super quiet. No one will bother you.
Lynette's just like, I see what Hoyo wants. I see who they chose as the Traveler's Simp. I'll let Hoyo do what Hoyo's gonna do.
I'm sure you'll have a great time.
Fine.
That would be an interesting little show to see. Let's visit these two.
What a dream come true! For once, it all worked out! I can die without regrets.
Let's not get too ahead of ourselves, Director Lapine Pauline. What was in that piece of cake you just handed her, Escoffier?
Romaritime flowers, eggs, flour, same as all the other pieces. What, you think I tampered with it? Playing a detective in real life now too, are we?
Oh, it's so delicious. I'm so happy. My life has peaked.
Miss Lapine Pauline, look who I brought!
Master! Wait, what happened to your face? Why are you crying?
Never mind my face. Here, let me introduce you. This is Miss Charlotte and Miss Escoffier.
Things are sounding lively over here.
Oh, look who it is! Perfect timing. I was so busy with the shoot, I feel like we barely got to talk.
I mean, we did barely get to talk. Can we have some of the sweets though? I kind of want those. I think once we're done with the story, before we do I might look at the events, kind of just see what some of the games are. But I do have a slight time limit on today's stream, because I've arranged to do some things with other people in a little bit. So I might then see about polls soon after we kind of just check out the games, maybe take a step into them if they don't take too long.
And the elusive Miss Guillotin. It's great to see you. Thank you so much for letting us use the boat free of charge. That was so generous of you. Oh, right. Introductions. This is Miss Charlotte and Miss Escoffier.
That's kind of you. But I didn't really do anything. If you want to thank someone, it should be the Duke or the people who keep the boat in such good shape.
Right. I'll head over in a bit and do just that.
Miss Columbina?
Yes?
Could I interview you sometime? I'll treat you to some gâteau de bord for the trouble. There's only a limited amount available each day. Oh, but it's an absolute must-try when you're in Fontaine.
Oh, sure.
Bold of you to use my own cake as a bribe right in front of me.
You know what? When else are we all going to be together like this? Come on, everyone! Grab your drinks!
We all just manifest drinks. You're so tiny in every person's hand.
Yup! Come on! Sunday!
That was quite the toast, I guess.
You made it. Sorry for starting the celebrations without you.
Yeah, you're fine.
No worries at all. We're just glad everyone's having such a great time. Oh, right. You've probably seen them around already, but let us introduce you for real. This is...
Miss Columbina and Miss Guillotin, right? Oh, we saw the film you were in. It was so touching.
Yep. This one started bawling her eyes out right next to me in the theater.
Yeah, no, that tracks.
I know. I didn't bring nearly enough tissues.
Thanks. We saw your film too. I memorized all your names.
Oh, guess we can skip the introductions then.
Our effects were pretty over the top, right? Some of the extras in the big scenes were actual members of the Spina di Rosula.
So basically, your contribution was creating realistic-looking chaos.
That wasn't the only realistic aspect. Miss Chevres and Miss Emily were also kind enough to lend their expertise on criminal investigations and forensics.
And they had fun with it too.
Oh, it was nothing. I was just honored to take part and help out.
Wow! No wonder your film turned out so good. You basically had an expert in every field. Talk about a stacked crew.
Oh,
Speaking of, want to join in on a round of tabletop troupe later, Miss Columbina and Miss Guillotin? I mean, what better place for a party than a party?
Oh yeah. I have seen the art for this too, because, you know, this has been out for at least a week or two. The whole event. So I've seen their tabletop troupe looks, and damn, they're good. I really wish they would, like, give us some mode or something, like, skin-like with that art. I feel like the skin would actually be harder. I know some people want that. I feel like doing the skins for the tabletop troops would be kind of difficult. But, like, God, the art or, like, a cool mode with that would be so neat. I love the art.
Here we go again.
That sounds interesting.
Yes! Persuasion successful! What about you, Miss Guillotin?
I guess one round couldn't hurt.
Critical success!
Okay, we're not playing that right now.
Nervalat! You came to the celebration too!
Yes. I can only hope my presence does not make anyone ill at ease.
Who's this?
All right! This is Nervalat, the Udex of Fontaine. And this is Columbina and Sandrone.
Greetings.
Hello.
These two must be the Fatus and former Fatus related to the recent incident in Notcry. I read about them in the diplomatic report.
Yeah, he would actually be staying up to date. That suits him.
The Udex? Oh, the dragon that cries a lot.
God, Columbina, you're really just firing shots. Both of them will fire such hard shots. Jesus. I mean, she's not wrong, but just, man, super blunt.
Oh, well.
Jeez, Columbina. That's your takeaway from all those Fatui meetings? Seriously?
Is that truly how I'm portrayed in the Fatui's intelligence?
You must put a lot of people in prison then.
Well, it would be more accurate to say I pass judgment on their crimes. All trials in Fontaine strive for fairness and justice, so as to avoid imprisoning the innocent.
So, only the people who deserve it get sent to prison.
Well, deserve is quite a subjective metric, is it not? At the very least, I can promise that in every trial over which I preside, I make every effort to deliver a fair verdict.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Columbina.
Oh, for the love of... what is she doing now?
You seem like a good dragon. Not the kind that throws people in prison for no reason.
Oh yeah, like he would read the reports, but he might not... Would he know that Columbina's a moon goddess and the whole moon sister thing? He might not know that part.
I think we can get along just fine.
Well, thank you. Then she punched me because...
Sorry, Nervalat. She thinks that's a sign of friendship. Where does she even pick up weird habits like that?
Ah, I see. I believe I have observed people on the streets of Fontaine expressing affection in a similar manner. I suppose I now know what it feels like. Yes. Quite, abrupt.
Oh yeah, I guess they both are also kind of... like... a little socially behind. You know, not quite up to code with, like, knowing how certain ways of friendship or just interactions work. That is both of them. For Nervalat, that's just because people are, like, kind of intimidated by him because he's a dragon or the Udex. For Columbina, it's just because she hasn't been outside a whole ton.
You know, these two are surprisingly alike.
I wonder if that means her line in her dialogue will change or if she'll have a part 2 about it. It might not because this is an event. It'd be interesting if they did. Alright, I think these guys are the last ones? Yeah.
Wait a second! Mr. Baptiste and Veronique! You're here!
I feel like I've seen them before, but also they're NPC designs, so it's... I need more description.
Friends of yours? Veronique is the prop manager for Musketeer Pictures. And Mr. Baptiste is the author of The Two Musketeers.
Okay, so I recognize them from whatever event that was, because I can't remember the event, but I do feel like I did play it.
Yeah, former prop manager. Now we're just two criminals serving our time.
How have you been?
Thanks to Duke Risley and Nurse Sijwin looking out for us. Not too bad, actually.
You make it sound like I'm giving you special treatment. I just think the method of justice you chose to pursue is one people can respect.
You are far too modest, Your Grace. The only reason we were even able to come to the surface for the festival is because you fought for it.
It's also just good for the physical and mental health of the prisoners in general.
Anyway, I suppose I have you to thank for keeping the winglet in such good shape. I never knew she could look so striking.
I didn't do anything special. It was mostly the Traveler and the others.
Don't sell yourself short, Miss Guillotin. You are the current captain, after all. In light of that, I have to ask, do you mind if I leave up some of the installations so the people back at the fortress can also enjoy the aquarium?
Huh?
Like I said before, I just think it would be good for the inmates who clean and maintain the winglet to see their work put to good use.
Oh yeah, we've apparently in some time filled up the aquariums. Well, it looks like there's two kind of empty, but yeah, bringing some brighter light to the prisoners.
Besides, maintaining an aquarium is sure to be a lot more interesting than scrubbing rust off the walls and deck.
Of course I don't mind. I'm grateful you even want to keep it.
Great. Then it's decided.
That's amazing, Sandrone. We should go hang out at the Fortress of Meripede later, then.
You do know you just invited me to hang out in prison, don't you?
And now for tea time. Where is said tea time? Is that... Nope, it's up here. Up here. Got it. Or it pointed... Where does it want me? Hey, where do you want me to go? It's on the ship. I see that.
Oh! Looks like Arlecchino's here. Come on, Columbina. Let's go have ourselves a tea party.
Here? Got it. Okay. There we go.
Well, it's been quite some time since the three of us gathered to drink tea like this.
And then Farina's there. Is she gonna be shaking in her boots or fine because she's no longer the Archon?
Yes. But your tea is as good as ever, Sandrone.
Of course it is. The pastries you brought aren't half bad either, Arlecchino.
I'm glad to hear it. Are they to your liking, Miss Farina? If I remember correctly, this particular cake is your favorite.
Yes, thank you. The tea and pastries are absolutely delicious. I can't believe I'm casually sipping tea with 3 harbingers. Or are some of them former harbingers? Who knows?
She seems a lot less terrified now. But this is definitely like... I feel like Hoyo's in on like knowing who gets very much shipped with who, and they just decide to put them all in the same room. But hey, I mean, it works. I mean, otherwise, story-wise, it kind of works too, you know?
Due to diplomatic reasons at the time, our last tea party was rather tense. Wasn't it, Miss Farina? You have my apologies, but this is simply a casual gathering of close friends. So I do hope you can relax and enjoy yourself.
Of course! I appreciate the hospitality, in both cases. Next time, let me be the one to treat all of you.
I'm sure we'd all be delighted to have you join us more often. The same goes for you two.
Just keep the pastries coming and we'll be there. Don't mind if we do.
Of course we should do this again! We've all been through thick and thin together by this point.
This is nice, Sandrone. It reminds me of the happy times back in Snezhnaya, when things were so lively.
Yeah. To be honest, I never thought these gatherings would feel this lively ever again.
Well, I think I speak for all of us when I say we're truly glad you're back, Sandrone.
Me too. I've realized that holding on to what matters doesn't just mean protecting what you already have. By reaching out and striving for something new, you can gain much more than you think.
No, that certainly doesn't sound like something the old you would say.
Well, I'm only going to say it once, so don't get used to it.
Who knows? Perhaps your tea parties will only get livelier from here on out.
And she kept both the photos.
Once you return to the Fatui, we'll have more opportunities to keep in touch in any case.
I want to spend more time together too. But I don't want to go back to the Fatui.
Well, Notcry isn't too far from Snezhnograd. It shouldn't be hard to find a place where we can all get together.
Oh, and then I can sing for you. Or put on some of your favorite music. Just like the old days.
Speaking of music, I spotted a mechanical piano below deck. Is it yours, Miss Guillotin?
Yes. Reclaimed, I suppose you could say.
Why don't you play something for us?
Huh? In front of all these people?
Yes, why not? You play so well.
I'd also love to hear you play. I am actually curious. Are they gonna have her play something?
Yeah, come on! Just a little, please? For the love of... Fine! One piece, and that's it.
Why are they gonna have her play? Whoa! Look at that. And that's a nice twist on the, like, darker Fatui piano and turning it to something lighter.
Your pictures. Everyone ready?
I'm not sure I should be in this one.
Of course you should. You might have primarily helped out another crew this time, but you're still a member of Musketeer Pictures.
All right, thanks. I'll still stand a bit off to the side, though.
Can I be in the picture too?
Of course, Miss Veronique. I would have loved to have you in the last one, too, if circumstances had allowed it.
Thank you, Director Xavier.
Do I really have to be front and center?
Yes.
You're one of the lead actors! Of course you do!
Nervous, Sandrone?
No.
Sure.
All right, look at the camera. And 3, 2, 1.
Musketeer Pictures!
Her slight look off to the side. I wish we got to save this. Oh, we got mementos. And now it looks like we're kind of finishing off the epilogue. Right? Right. Wait, that disappeared. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, wait, is that actually all? I thought there was an epilogue. Hold on. Need the correct menu. Oh, that looks like all of it. Okay. So these are gonna be for the new Charlotte skin and getting a free Charlotte. I do not know how much I have of her. Yeah, we're running a little close on time. So I might actually jump into pull mode. So I will do the event stuff on my own. Grabbing what I can. I believe I can just... I don't think I'll really get anything from there. I think I can make some condensed resin. Just finish all that stuff up real quick. And then I think... I have a lot of pulls, I'll tell you that. I've saved up for a while. Okay, I don't have enough. Oh wait, we still have 5. Okay. I think I can do that later tonight. It'll be fine. We can claim these commissions though. Sorry, Catherine.
Thank you for complete.
I just have to remember to clean the rest of the stuff, the dispatch. I don't think there's really anything else we can do because everything else is in. I should be fine, really. So, I will set us up properly. I'm gonna disable chat temporarily because, you know, making this into shorts is not too bad. So, that being said, let me move stuff on stream around a little bit. So, I'm sorry you guys will be going off. I would love to find and figure out a way to make chat look a whole lot nicer. I want one of those custom chats and like make you guys like look bigger. But I definitely have to like, I have to get stuff and look into Stream Elements, especially because Stream Elements isn't dying anymore, so it's okay. Overlays. I guess this would be it. I mean, chat still says it's there. We're going to... Is it easier for me to full screen this? I don't remember how I did this. I will put myself like... I feel like it's better when I'm in the window, but I don't remember. I never took notes. I should take notes. Make the Genshin screen a little bit bigger. Because if I had my overlay fixed where I actually want it, you know, it'd look better. That is one of the things. I want adjustable overlay next time. All right. So, and I'll just clip this off the stream. That's what I did last time. Let's see. I already got all this month stuff. So if I end up somehow failing, we will deal with that then. So, besides the 17 pulls I have saved up there, pre-existing, I have 77 pulls. Oh my god. Let's see how many we have now. I have 94 pulls for this girl. So, now I will be needing to get out my handy dandy note. Because my pity is 47. I know it's a little odd. With guarantee. So, we should be in a very good place for this. And without further ado, we are starting with 47 pity, guaranteed, and 94 pulls. We're going to go in 10 pulls. Hopefully we get her fast, because it would probably be beneficial for me to get her weapon. Alright, let's start this off. Four-star, not bad. 4-star weapon, that's pretty useless. We can deal with that. Next 10 pull. Another 4-star, that's okay. Right. And another 10 pull, and I just realized I probably should actually pull myself out of the way. Ooh, not that, not that. I'll pull myself a little more out of the way. Good enough. Otherwise, this forces me to take notes for next time, because I didn't freaking take any notes on how I want to properly do these. I'm trying to get... I want to, like, create content better. It's just trying to learn how to properly do these things. Especially with a PNG tuber. It'd be easier if I had a way different setup. Which I should do. And how many was that? That was 20 pulls, right? So we're at 67. All right. 10 more in. Alright, that's fine. We have plenty of pulls. Yeah, I actually probably could use that. Alright, another 10, so this is 40 pulls in. Hey, she's home!
You can call me Columbina, or Moon Goddess. Whatever you prefer. I'm used to having many names. The moon's blessing is yours, whenever you might find yourself in need.
Hi, Columbina. I'm so glad I got her so fast. Skip the rest. So, hey, we got her. So that'll be whatever even, uneven pity. I'll have to count that later. So now, it's probably recommended that I get her weapon. I really should be getting more weapons like that. So I'll count that special pity later. I have like markers and notes for this stuff. So now we'll go into the weapons, because I just have a bunch of pulls. And I'm not the most excited for SNES and characters yet. So I have a bunch of other exploration I can do if I actually end up desiring somebody. And that's what most of these pulls are from, is exploration and just doing minor events. So weapon banner is no guarantee, but I have 24 pity. So, right? I think that still exists in this. Yes, it does. Okay, it does. I rarely pull on the weapon banner, so not the most sure on how this works. All right, 10 pulls in. $34, not bad. Okay. $44 in, that's fine. If I don't get it, I'll at least get some more weapons. Kinda need that. 54. Okay. We can end up blasting through all these, I don't mind. Oh my god, I haven't seen her in forever. Right. 64 in. Banner. Ah. You. Not that weapon. This part might not be turned into a short. It's fine. I will figure out something, you know? Alright, 10 more in. Ooh, please be it. I don't want to do this again. Hey! Alright, let's go. Hey, that was easy. I still have 4 pulls. I still have leftovers. Oh my god. Alright, now we can reset everything back. So we're live a bit longer. Not really, but I want to set things back up. Stream a little more. I'll move myself up. Yeah, I would love to have you guys have a little more prominence in stream. Just a little more of a proper chat box. That'd be nice. I'll get there at some point. You know, sooner would be nicer. Milady Columbina, I have something for you. First, we'll level you up. I don't know if I have much of her stuff. I have some, it seems. You can do it again. How many times can I go? Ow! Level 60? Ah, okay. Almost there, almost there. I have more stuff to do in Nod Cry. And we'll give her her weapon. Here, milady, you have your precious gift. And we'll level that up at another time. You know that on every Raiden banner, Kujo-Sara has been there, but not on this one. Oh, really? Damn. It does make sense for her to be there. I should look at which 4 stars are actually there. I never end up super paying attention. Wow, yeah. They placed Electro characters, but not Sara. Huh. That sucks. It sucks for, like, the banner consistency. I guess she got replaced with Sethos for this one. But we have Columbina. I have someone of the lunar variant. She's probably the only one I'm ever gonna have with the lunar variant. But oh my god. I'm not usually an Archon collector, but like, even if you're going for like waifu design pulling, like, come on, how could you not pull for her? She's so cool. And her weapon's so cool. And I have none of her artifacts. I will have to tackle that another time. Once I get at least Clorind or Citlali up to a decent standing, then I'll start getting Columbina stuff. I might have something, but probably just not good stuff. Everyone found it funny because Sarah is known for being extremely loyal to Raiden. Yeah, that makes sense, and especially for keeping that consistency. It sucks that I think she got replaced with Sethos for this one. Hopefully they turn it around next time, but you know, reruns are gonna keep taking longer and longer. I think there's some characters that are 13 to 15 banners behind now, but that's just, there's such a large amount, there's new characters, it's gonna keep being a thing. But alright, we now have Columbina and quite a few additions to the constellations. Oh, I don't mean to send you, Yehuda. I don't have a total use for you yet. So we have C4 of her. What do we have of Sethos? C3? C4. Though I don't have a total use for him yet either. And I somehow have C2. Rumor of triple banners. Yeah. The only worrying thing about that is that are they gonna give us enough pulls to be able to really, like, over things? If they do triple banners, I do get that at this point. Or if they have to do something else outside of the Chronicle, some different kind of setup, more Chronicle banners or group banners like that. I don't know what they're fully gonna do yet, but I need to, like, if they're going to do that, I super have to make a list of, like, who do I exactly want? Like, I want Nahida for sure. Navia would be a good addition. I don't know who I'd put her with. I definitely have characters for sure. I just need to figure that out if I do get her. But I really want Nahida first. I barely have any Denjo characters to work with at all. So I need her. Kazuha would be a great addition. I think he is still very useful from what I'm aware, but I've never had him. So my, like, good Animo character as a DPS is Venti, I believe. I can't even think of who else I truly want. That, like, is more on the possibility of really getting. Nervulette I wanted, but then got advised to skip to wait for certain people. But I want Nahida. Navia would be cool. I don't know about any more Notland people, because Moika's good. It's just, I'm in a situation where I need more, like, healers and shielders. So I've been really building up Citlali. The next shielder or healer is going to be probably Lanyan. Depends on who I feel like is going to be more useful. And then I don't know about anybody else really. Like, they're useful. Don't get me wrong, like, these guys all in recent are useful. It's just who is worth it at the time. Get Farina, yeah. I've definitely thought about getting her. Also, I kind of am interested if pulling for meta doesn't really matter anymore at this point because there's gonna be just too much stuff, I wouldn't mind doing the whole Archon collecting. I already have a few. But also, Farina's, like, super useful. I've used her on another friend's account before when I was doing some stuff for them. She's very useful. She would be a really good addition. But like, I think Nahida, Farina would be great additions to my account in general, because one, I have squat for Dendro, and then I need just healers and stuff. Oh yeah, Layla's only out because I want her friendship card. I think her card's really cool. And I'm just setting up all my banner stuff. Barbara's also a really good healer for a 4-star, yeah. I've slowly built her up from just scraps, because I think that the set she uses, or at least that is like recommended for her, is also with the Viridescent set, so she just happens to get some. And I've been semi-building her up. But I've been doing Citlali and Claren's domain for quite a while. So I haven't completely gone back to that yet. Maybe soon, once I have Citlali or Claren, whoever gets first done. But yeah, I think that'll be all we do today. And I'm so happy to have been back. Hold up, I need to... There we go. But I'm so happy to have been back. I don't know when I'll next be able to stream. I can't make any stream schedule yet because I'm still in the midst of, I have 2 jobs right now overlapping. You know, leaving one with a 2 weeks, but that, like 4 people left my initial job this month. So they don't have a replacement for me. Not that I really care. It's their own fault. But there's such an overlap in schedule that I don't know when I'll have another free day. Hopefully in August, once things resolved with the 2 weeks and I'm on one job again, things will kind of resolve themselves and I'll start figuring out when I can stream. Otherwise, if they do listen to me wanting more mornings or mid shifts, I can figure out something where it's either more night streams or something like that. We'll have to see how things go, but I'll of course be keeping my Blue Sky and Twitter up to date. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need to correct all these pities on my notes. I'll do that once they update in a bit. But yeah, that will be the end of stream for now. I'm really hoping soon, when some paychecks hit my account, I'll finally like get on to getting the last asset I need for 3D so we can move over sooner than later. I really want to do that in the summer, but complicated trips, switching jobs, all that kind of traffic right in the mid of summer. So, you know, I didn't time it up that great. But that's fine. That's fine. Here is my Twitch. I'm not streaming there, like, after this or anything. I'm just plugging it here. Stream the horror games. Once I can get back to regular streaming, I want to finish up Resident Evil 3. Sometime find FNAF into the mix. I'm thinking of trying to manage a collab up on a game, but I don't know. Like, I want to, like, play Devour on stream. It's a horror game, and it absolutely makes me scream. So the only problem will be I might hurt people's ears. Here is my Blue Sky and Twitter for me updating. Make sure I do the right command. A little bit of scuff. It's been a while. But this is for whenever I can stream again, just trying to keep a little up to date on things. Oh, I would love to stream sooner than later. I'm just not entirely sure because I need all this job situation stuff to resolve itself. And that will be in like very early August. Didn't have any more trips then. And I don't know if I'm puppy sitting in October or September. We'll see. I'll make sure to keep everything updated. And yeah, I thank you all for sticking around and coming back, because it has been a long while since I have streamed. I usually don't take this much of a break without super saying anything. But there's a lot of chaos with switching jobs, an emergency family trip, and then getting a bunch of stress sick. So that has been fun. It's not totally over yet, but this was the one-off day I had. So hopefully, sooner than later, I can come back around, but I will finish the event stuff on my own. But we got Columbina. We finished the Sandrone stuff and all that summer event story, so that is great. I'm so glad we got that done. Yeah, I thank you guys for staying around in the Haven, and I hope to see you guys sooner than later. Please be sooner than later. I really like doing this stuff. I love talking a bunch. I really want to get more into the other part of content creation, but I love talking a bunch. I could talk for hours. But yeah, I'll make sure to keep social media updated on when I can try and stream again. But till then, I'll see you guys around. Bye-bye!